Yo, Amazon,
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Tap in, ladies and Facebook request that was crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. What's today? Tuesday. I don't have my webcam is good. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Good morning. Who I'm gonna flip a coin. Bam. Good morning, Shawnee Scott.
Good morning, Mike Shawn.
What's going on, girl?
Nothing. It's all good.
You got that hair on today. You got that hair. You got that hair on like you might have just rolled out of bed, but somebody gave you a high five. You might, I don't know.
Yeah, we got a high 10.
Oh, a high 10. How was your night last night? How was your night?
A lot of work. I was up thinking about you. So, that's a lot of work.
I know something's following that.
Clutching my pearls, as the community would say. Whoa.
I was up thinking about you and your
About
comedy
what?
show. The comedy show.
Oh, yeah. I like that setup. I like the way you set it up. I like the way you set up.
Arlington Improv. I had to call Mike and get on him so I could get the information so we get the tickets sold.
Yes, she did. I can't stand when women tell the absolute truth about me. God damn.
And he didn't even call me back like I told him to.
Wow.
I thought, wait. How did I call you back?
That wasn't me. That wasn't this Shawnee you called back.
No, I did call you
How
back.
many Shawnees do you have in your phone?
Yeah, that was another Shawnee.
Oh,
that wasn't this Shawnee.
Listen, Stacey ain't left for work yet.
Block a square. Nobody came to you yet, Mom. Nobody came to you yet. Nobody came and asked you good morning. This is individuals. I go to each person. Damn, this is sexy. Oh God, girl just wants to get in on everything. Oh, wait till we talk. Let me tell you. Okay, all right. Let's finish. Let's finish, Shawnee. What are you talking about? You tried to call me. I did call you back. I talked to you. I was at the little taping for the thing, and I did call you back.
You didn't call me back. Maybe you had a dream that you called me back, but you didn't call me back.
We called you Martin.
You were supposed to go through your phone and give me some names.
Oh, no.
Did you go through your phone?
Yes. No, she's right. Shawnee's right. She's right. And I do have the names written down. It's just that I sent text messages. Nobody sent anything back yet. So,
Well, give me their number. I can be the bill collector.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's go to Victoria's Secret. Good morning, Sexy Mo. Why Victoria's Secret has angels behind her and like you really got silky pajamas on? Like, what are you, like 1998?
No, this is a blouse, a top, a bodysuit top. It's a top.
No, you got pajamas on.
No.
Oh.
Well, get up.
I thought you was like doing Bruno Mars, leave the door open.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I do have a pajama set, but this ain't it.
And you ain't got no bottoms on. And you ain't got no bottoms on again.
Mind your business.
Just mind your business. Just mind your
business. That's all.
Just rolled in. She thinks a little sexy little angel chair gonna change everything. You put a pajama top on, damn it.
Don't nobody know what's going on from the waist down.
We know what's going on from the waist up. A pajama top. That's what we know.
Pajamas.
Yes, it is. Like, how the hell you gonna look at us in our faces? Look, you're looking at Jay, Shawnee, and me, and be like,
so the difference.
There's not a pajama top.
See, look, it's a
shirt. Hey, Shawnee, what is that, Shawnee? What is that?
It looked like the silk pajamas, like the silk Sonic. Leave the door open. Bruno Mars, what you doing? Where you at?
You got plans. Don't do that.
All right. Playboy Mansion.
Action said you got the Playboy Mansion look.
Yeah, she sure does. Goodness God. All right, block her square. Jay Black, what's good?
What's good? Let me in IG. What's good? Wait a minute. You got some people. Kathy said good morning. Don, good morning. I see Stephanie, Morning.
Good
Ashley
morning.
Newman, of course, Paul Action Jackson, and Jeanette Bush. Good morning, all our people that's up early with us. Good morning. What's good? It's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday, the 27th.
Tuesday.
All right, we got the whole squad on IG Live. All right, let's get to it. What we got for today, Jay Blizzy, Jay Black? What we got?
We got a lot.
That's when he don't know shit. When he don't know shit.
Oh man.
No, before we get into what we got, I noticed something. Shawnee said that it was a regular yesterday. I don't think it was a regular yesterday for Shawnee.
Why?
Shawnee has this glow to her. I don't know if it's the workouts or something. It's something extra going on.
Okay.
It's funny that you mentioned she had a glow, because I think that may have something to do with her yesterday. Shawnee started. You ready for this? Drum roll. Our OnlyFans page yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I will.
She started an OnlyFans page.
Shawnee,
I couldn't click on it. I couldn't click on it though.
Why?
I felt weird, so I can't click the button.
No, I'm clicking once the show is over. What are you showing on the OnlyFans? What are you showing?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
No, what's this? I need to know what this is and what that. I'm a pervert. I need to know what this and what that is.
Let me see if I can find one picture.
I can't believe you.
I thought she was gonna help me set one up.
Whoa,
girl, I'll help you set up.
No. Stop all that girl. Stop all that girl. Jay Black, first of all, how did you even know?
Well, let's not worry about how I found out.
No. I'm not stopping. How did you know? And the rest of the team didn't know that Shawnee Scott. How'd you know?
She has multiple social media outlets.
Jay, I don't want to hear that. I want to know.
I support all of her outlets. It was released on. She announced it on one of her outlets.
You don't know me, Sway. You don't know Sway. You don't know Sway.
I was like, OnlyFans.
Jay, I will ask again.
I'm telling you, it was on one of her
I just want to know
outlets.
how you know right now. How'd you know? Who?
She posted it on one of her pages.
How did you know? You have to get an alert to find that out.
No, I support our people. I support all of y'all. So therefore, as I'm scrolling, I'm supporting and I'm checking in.
How do you know?
That's how I know. I saw it on her page. What are you talking about? I'm confused as hell right now.
Your Instagram page. Wait.
No, it wasn't her Instagram. It was another outlet. See, you're not supporting her.
How can it be another outlet if it's fans only is on Instagram?
Oh no, I posted it on my Facebook because I couldn't put the link on the Instagram.
Oh, that's why I'm confused.
So I couldn't put the in the what's it called? The link, not the link tree. I couldn't put it in the link tree because I was somewhere else when I was setting it up.
Stephanie said, "Where is it?" Stephanie, bring back Stephanie. She's like, "Where is it at? The fan page? Where is it?" We're confused because y'all got some secret shit going on right now.
No, actually,
I couldn't bring myself to hit that clip. You shouldn't.
The button, right?
Jay Black, you are a fucking pervert. You should not have hit that.
I didn't hit that. I felt weird. I said, "It's shiny. I can't."
Oh, you did. So you ain't go to the page. You ain't go to the page.
I swear to you. Swear to God. I everything in me. I said, I can't.
Oh, I wish I had another cell phone right now. I'd go on that guy. Honey, what is going on with you? What are you showing? You showing titties? You showing ass? You showing feet? You showing ankles?
Kathy was scared to hit it too. Like Kathy's comment, Kathy was scared to hit that button too. It's like,
Kathy and everybody watching until I know what's on it. Until I know what's on it. Shawnee Scott's fan OnlyFans has been boycotted. Until we know, yes, we boycotting that shit till I know what are you doing.
No way.
See, there it is.
Not before
there's the post.
Page.
There's
the post.
So the little link is there. You just click the little link, and then
you make it bigger. Make it bigger. I want to make sure you're not naked and nothing. I will punch you in your ankle, Shawnee. Make it bigger.
I can't. Y'all got to go there and look at it.
So you're not naked.
Oh, it's not under Shawnee Scott. That's why Shawnee Scott is.
Oh, you got an alien. Hold up, Shawnee. No disrespect, Shawnee. Hold up, no disrespect. This bitch got an alien.
Shout out to Shawnee for the alias.
Here, this how y'all can find it on Facebook.
No, we not finding nothing as long as you got your clothes on and everything. You got your clothes on.
You gotta click on it and see.
Probably
No, I'm not clicking nothing. How much I gotta pay? I'll give me a VIP. How much I gotta pay?
Those are the free pictures. That's just the samples, so people can see if they want to buy a subscription.
All right, everybody in my Instagram live, Shawnee.
So Shawnee, you got to put teasers up there first, and then
Shawnee, yeah.
pay.
Oh, you don't have to. That's just what I did, so people,
I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, so I did that so people can, get a taste and they start
get a taste.
Right,
Subscribe.
so only fan only. Shawnee Scott has one, and she's not naked.
Probably for now.
For now. The word is,
I won't find out because I can't.
It's women that are making like $300,000 a month on.
I'm mad at them,
and I got back to school is right around the corner.
Okay,
one wants goddess locks.
Yeah, they want the goddess locks and some other kind of braids.
Shawnee has clothes on. Shawnee's not one of them hoes that are on there butt naked. Shawnee's not one of them slut ass tramps that Shawnee has clothes on.
Did you just judge her if she decided to go naked? You just said she's not a slut ass tramp.
Yes, I did judge. I will choke the out of her.
She put a message up, Mike.
I will call
Mike.
Bink.
No,
I will call Action. I will call every.
Damn, he's getting out the troops on your ass, Shawnee.
There would be no, and I know there can't be no nudity. Mike and the X-rated legends in the morning. Queen Born. How did this go to me? I want Shawnee to be the first person on OnlyFans doing poetry. I want her to actually be.
But you want her to make some money.
She can.
She can make poetry. Yeah.
Goddess locks cost a lot of money.
Yeah. Or y'all can go to it's on the station website too. So.
All right, let's get structured. All right. So what topics other than Shawnee low key just trying to sneak in OnlyFans? That's some low key shit right there. Okay, what are the other stuff? I think
we got a financial expert coming on in about an hour or so. We were talking a little bit yesterday about adult kids paying bills. Is this good or bad for them?
This
learning
is also
how to
personal for Jay. This is also Jay
manage financial responsibilities of life. So we have a financial expert that's going to give some tips for some newly adults or adult tips on how they can save money.
They're not adults. God damn, you're gonna make me so mad today. God, you the cheap.
Those adult kids living at home, 18 plus, fresh out of high school or older.
Where they supposed to go? To the military? Where they supposed to go? Where the fuck they supposed to go, Jay?
So should they be helping with some of the financial aspects?
Oh my God!
So we have an expert coming on a little later on to go into detail because I think some people believe it's a black thing, family thing.
It's not a black thing. White people make their kids work. Like y'all gonna stop acting like white people. Y'all gonna stop acting like white people don't make their kids work. I know white people who literally, when they get out, they're like, you have to do this, and they're super structured.
It's a Jay just hemisphere thing.
Jay is just cheap as fuck.
Good morning, Mopar. So we'll go deep.
That's what Jay is. Jay don't want nobody chilling getting a ham sandwich.
Right.
Oh, you gonna eat that grilled cheese? Jay cheap as fuck.
You gonna go look for a job today?
God,
ham sandwiches cost.
No, you know what the difference is between 17 and 18?
What?
Like 8 hours. Like after their birthday, it's like 8 hours. Like after their birthday, like, yo, I know you've been living your life the way you've been living your life, but since this magical number 18, I want to know is there any way you can apply for this Amazon driver job. What?
Because $15 an hour times 40 hours a week, I figured that you could pay the water bill and the gas bill, and you can still have money to do whatever you want with your friends.
Where
Black Boys?
Put that Stephanie comment on. All right, Daddy Mike. It's her body. She can do what No, she can. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Stephanie. Let me tell you something. When you
that doesn't work in Michael Shawn world.
I know what Bink and I know Action Jackson, and I know I see. I was invited into that family, and I realized, and Shawnee knows goddamn well that she ain't doing whatever she wants with her body. So she's gonna be doing poetry, and she's gonna be doing art.
A non-successful OnlyFans page.
No, her OnlyFans is gonna be crazy. She's gonna be teaching the children.
What?
She's gonna have a book that she reads to the children right there. Go ahead, y'all.
Maybe a book on how to manage finances.
Maybe how to manage finances.
Maybe a book on that. Mm-hmm.
Janet said my mom told us we had to give her $50 a week as long as we say, yeah, but 50, that's good. Like, I understand that. Like, Jay Black wants a motherfucker to actually put money in for the homeowner's insurance.
Yeah, like you know, the mortgage payment coming up.
What are you talking? I was 17 7 seconds ago. Kathy, white people tell their kids at the age of 10, I don't care what you do in life, but when you turn 18 and graduate from high school, you're out of here. First of all, Kathy, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to tell you straight right now. White parents do not force their kids in the suburbs out their house. They got a plan for them. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
You can go to college or you can go to community college, or we will find a plan for you. They don't do that Black Hispanic thing where every parent is so gangster. You got to get on out of here. I don't know what you going to do, but you going to get on out of here. Shut your ass up, y'all ignorant, half-ass parents who like, when you 18, you going to get on out of here. And you go, yeah, because you ain't been doing your goddamn job. That's why you up to your neck in debt. And you want to send somebody out the house.
Then you be like, well, if I got to get out, take the cable bill and the gas bill out my name then.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what a family really is. Let me tell you what a family really is. And this is where I learned this from white people. A family is a business. And this is where, and forget white people. Shout out to my Asians
and Africans
and understand it's a business. You can incorporate your entire family. But we so busy like, get a job or get out. No, you can incorporate your entire family and have employees and be like, and they can get, and your kids, you can put your kids on your credit cards as a user of your card. And you can build their credit. But these are the N words and spics and all. When you get out of 18, you better get your ass out of here.
We set our kids up for failure, for economic failure.
Go on your
own. No, we're gonna get deep into
it. Well, my kids, I've told them they can stay with me as long as they want, because I think the family should stay together. They can stay with me as long as they want. As long as they want.
As long as
they got to be productive, but they can stay as long as
but let's be real. Like different minorities, the reason why they want kids out so they can have their freedom.
What?
Empty nesters.
So I can be back in those streets. I can you better go get everybody get on out of here.
But they grown. Your kids grown. They ain't gonna be sitting up there under you.
18 ain't grown.
Like Don said, you ain't gonna be no bum on this couch, Mike. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Being a bum. Now, Jay Black, if they have a job,
no, we're gonna get into it deeper when the expert comes on with some tips to share. But for now, I think Steph got another comment real quick.
I think if you're teaching independence from the beginning, and yeah, you should be, then why not? No, you're. Oh God, sometimes some families give them the boot. Sadly, they do exit, but I'm a parent as a family, and what I have been taught, we work all together to learn how and what it takes to become an adult. And it's just a teamwork makes the dream work. There's no system. Kathy, I actually heard that from Black financial speakers years ago. The age might have been a little older, but it's true. We baby are. Oh
so can I comment to that, Michael Shawn? Can I comment to that? Because Asians and Africans, they'll keep their kids in the house until they get married. When they get married, they're set up. They have stacked their money, and instead of going out and taking out all of these loans, they go out and they buy a house outright. Or they go or they start their business outright. They don't just say, okay, you get out or whatever, and at 18, and you on your own. Like,
Oh,
while we set our kids up for
all right,
failure.
Dave, we got some
into the laziness.
And we'll go back to Dave. Go back to Dave. We got some punk parents out
here. It's not lazy if you have
all right, wait, y'all. We got to talk one at a time. We got some punk parents out here. Like, what do you mean by punk parents?
Yeah,
like
the punk parents.
Like the punk parents are those who are responsible and keep their kids around and just like give them time to play. People, 18 is a kid. 19 is a kid. 20 is a kid. Think about everybody on these boxes right now. And think about yourself at 20 or 21. You are a kid.
Not me. I bought my first house at 20.
No,
Jay, where you buy your first house at 20? You were working at Domino's?
I worked at Pizza Hut, and I bought my first house at 20 years old.
And guess what, Jay? It was a lot easier to buy a house back then. Than it is
now
right now.
Now you're going to move the bar and make excuses?
No, it is. Because it is, especially in
Philly.
Hold
on. Hey, Jay Black. I promise you, I had, I made my first, so if I say how much money I made by the time I was 25, I'm supposed to put that on my kids? I'm supposed to make that I'm supposed to be like
you just generalized and said everyone in this. You can't just say because I had a work mentality of no.
Where was your house at? Where was your house at?
Second and Godfrey in Philly, in Philadelphia. My first property.
How much was it?
Freaking 43,000 wasn't nothing. It was a row, but back then that was in the late 90s.
So you want a kid to move out the house based on what church?
I didn't say I want them to move out. What I'm saying is different mindsets. I had a work mentality mindset, and I wanted to work.
And you was also stealing cars, so you had a hustler mentality.
I was stealing cars.
No, you was also like Jay. You was also okay. So you
17 and 18. That's when I went through that phase of wanting to be in them streets and into that lifestyle, reckless. But yeah, but time when I got caught up in the law and all that.
But why are you trying to? First of all, it didn't change like that.
When you stopped stealing cars, Jay? When you was 25?
After like the third time I got locked up. That's when I realized.
The third time, goddammit.
That's when I realized I was 18 because I was an adult because it stayed as a felony. All the juvenile stuff was cool. Not cool, but it was like, whatever. It ain't gonna stay with you. But once I hit that adult age, 18, and the felony is there, and now I'm doing more time and more restitution and more, it's a difference. And I think I had a daughter at the time. That's when my life, boom.
You did all the typical stuff, and you want everybody, and now you're like 18. You better do this, dog. Like, there's a certain point we like, okay, you beat the odds. So why are we trying to force 18-year-olds to do what? What are we trying to get them to do?
The point is teaching them how to manage their finances. When you're making your own money as a young adult, you're living at home, you're not really grasping the concept of how to manage your finances. Mm-hmm. So teaching them a little responsibility, even if it's a $50 water bill or whatever the case may be, is teaching them,
okay,
yes, I'm making this money. And I need to learn how to manage that money. So whereas I just can't be reckless and go out and buy some new J's, or if I'm a female, go get my hair done and nails. Like, I need to manage. I need to sacrifice. I can't go to the club this week. Or it's teaching them that. If there's none of that being taught, I think that's a problem.
There are other ways and models to teach your kid that. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave it there, Michael Shawn.
But we're supposed to wait for the expert at an hour from now.
That's why I'm going to leave it there.
Because they got to get into that. Mm-hmm. I just get passionate because I strongly believe that you're enabling your child if you're not making them or teaching them how to manage their money that they're making when they go to work and they come home and they running up your electric bill by having an AC on, or they all up in your fridge eating all that food. How are you teaching them that this ain't easy like that?
$50 a week ain't for the water bill ain't bad, but this is where I stop you. That whole eating the food out the refrigerator.
This is just an example, man.
No, and that whole the AC's on.
The AC definitely running it up. You definitely running that AC up all day, every day. Yeah, you're contributing to bills that you're not showing that you.
It was your responsibility to take care of this child, and when you turn 18, it don't stop, y'all. Mm-hmm. It don't stop at 18. You don't get the cutoff at 18.
As much responsibility as my father has taught me, Michael Shawn, my dad calls me all the time and say, "You good?" Or if he knows something's going on, "Hey, you want me to cash app you some money?" I'm like, "Dad, no, I'm good." You know why? And I'm grown. It's because it never stops as a parent. You're always going to want to make sure that your kid is good, not in the situation where they're struggling.
But that's not relevant right now to what he's saying. It's not relevant because the girl you're not living in the house with your father.
But he asked me to come home all the time. Come home, stack your money. And I'm grown. He's still saying that.
Okay. All right. But that's not relevant to what he's saying with the kid is staying there.
I'm saying to your point when you say that doesn't stop. I'm just speaking to that point that you're saying that doesn't stop. That's true. It doesn't stop just because you turn 18.
No, but when but it's different when you leave the house. Like my mom and dad, if I needed money right now, and I'm a grown right now. But when the child is in the house and she turns 18 or he turns 18, it's a different subject matter because you're like the AC. So that's what I'm saying. We can't grow branches and grow. Okay, Kathy, when they get in high school, they should start being serious. Okay, Kathy, let's stop. Like y'all parents forget when y'all were in high school. And I just want to break this sentence down. When you get in high school, they should start being serious. Really? You don't want them to be serious as a freshman, sophomore in high school?
No,
about what their career they want to do in their life. Really?
They're not supposed to keep going.
Well, as a parent,
they're freshmen. They still kids. Let them be kids. I mean, they ain't got to be like, okay, mama, this is my 5-year plan. This is what.
It's steps.
No, there's steps. But as parents, we want to put all these things on these kids as freshmen and sophomores. Bitch, you not Kathy. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying you putting all this stuff on them. It's your job to bring them up so they can have 4 years of high school where they ain't trying to plan their entire goddamn life. State of Pennsylvania, Don said, the state of Pennsylvania said I didn't have to pay any more when she turned 18.
The rules have changed, Don.
It doesn't even. I don't care about these white man rules. I don't care about what the rules say. I got you. As a parent, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you till you figure out what it is that you want to do. As long as you ain't being disrespectful, I got you.
Who's saying I don't have you when I'm just trying to teach you how to manage your money?
That's a lot of extra
I didn't
stress.
say, whoa. I didn't say you didn't, Jay. Nobody said you didn't.
Oh, I was answering you like I'm saying I don't because I want to make sure you know how to manage. Did you see the
comment? I was just reading the comment and I was answering back to the comment. That's all. Don't get touchy now.
But managing money and putting financial strain on a child is two different things.
First of all, they're not. All right,
young adults.
Yes, they're young adults. $50. All right, let's move on. Next thing, because this is gonna go bad, and I'm not gonna lose another friend.
You know what it's gonna say with Uncle Mike, girl.
I'm not.
So in another 45 minutes or so, we'll do a much deeper dive, and hopefully Mike won't blow his gasket.
I didn't blow my gasket.
No, not yet.
You're the one, but you're the one who wants to. No. Good. Hey, Stacy. Good morning, kings and queens. Thank you for that king thing, because I'm glad I'm not okay. Janet, as long as they stay in school, you still have to pay.
Yes, Jeanette.
But my thing is, this is my thing that irritates people. I want everybody to know when you have a kid, you don't have a cutoff where you can be like, Jay, this is not to you. You don't have a cutoff because you sensitive records today. You don't have a cutoff. I'm almost about to call you Cam. You listen.
Oh wow. Oh.
You don't have a cutoff.
Good morning, Jonathan Busby, 16.
You don't have a cutoff. You cannot be like, well, when you turn 18, you gonna do this. If you haven't planned, you got this kid. Let me tell you something. You have a kid, and you've had the kid for 17 years.
Yep.
And you ain't made no plans for them. And now, when they turn 18, they're supposed to have a plan. You ain't have a plan. You ain't put nothing to the side. You ain't have a mutual fund. You ain't do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you go like, you 18, get on out of here. Bitch, shut up. Like you're supposed to, and Jay, this is not to you because I know.
That's why I'm tight.
No,
I'm letting you go.
But I know people who go like, when you 18, you gonna get out this house. First of all, like the house is an incredible place to be at.
Well, it is. For them.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
But people be like,
but the kids should have that mindset that this is.
Dog, they're 17. Incredible. They've been kids. People act like when 17-year-old white kids go to college, guess what? Who pays for it? The parents.
Their parents. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they send them off to set them up. Your job.
If they were popping at 9th grade, like we said earlier, they would got a scholarship and the parent wouldn't have to pay for it. Just a thought.
You still got to pay for something. You still got to pay for something. They were
popping at LeBron.
No, because
James,
you said when they
LeBron James wasn't popping at 9th grade. No, Michael Jordan wasn't popping at 9th grade. What
they didn't stop giving out scholarships, so every parent doesn't have to pay. If the kid is earning a scholarship, that takes that burden right off the parent.
Why didn't your ass as a parent earn a scholarship? Why did you? What scholarship did you earn?
No, I didn't. School wasn't for me. It ain't for everybody. But
but the kid is supposed to earn a scholarship.
No, if they're looking to go to further their schooling, they didn't stop giving out scholarships. They didn't stop giving out scholarships.
How about you make your financial situation correct so that you can actually put a loan out to take care of your kid going to college?
I'm not putting a loan for your education. That's your education.
Oh my God!
Nah, you can do it 521.
If you're not into it to that degree, why am I making my I need you to show that you're into this to that degree.
They did. So they did.
This is your passion. You're going to do everything behind it. And then we could I see you lollygagging and coasting through and expect me to go and sign my life away. And you coasting through, you know, a kid that's passionate about school from the door.
So Jay Black, Jay Black, the point is,
that want to lay around and not do nothing. And
Jay Black, are you 60 right now? You are literally 60. And now every kid is, you want to lay around the couch and you want to lay around. But my thing is, what if the kid shows that potential?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said if they're showing that initiative and that potential, and they're doing everything right, and they may have just fell just short. That's the difference.
Did you do everything right when you were 16 and 17? No, I want to know the same guidelines that you want to judge these kids on. Did you meet them?
No, but that wasn't for me. No, I didn't want the schooling. That wasn't my path. My path was, all right, I'm just going to work. Oh, they promoted me. Oh, wow. After 3 months, I can make even more money. Oh, wow. Look, I'm making more money than the person who's going to school. My mentality was straight work. I was that worker guy. So
it's different lanes and different paths. Working and just teaching that model to your kids, just straight work somewhere, even for minimum wage, and you'll get promoted. That mentality does not create generational wealth.
I don't care about
streams, Mo. It can create multiple streams. You got that hustler in you, and then you make it what you want to make it.
It can.
Hustling is too much. Shit, I'm hustling now, so my kids don't have to hustle.
But it can create generational wealth, Mo. It can, because Dame Dash created it, and a lot of people created it.
Go ahead.
All right, what's the next topic?
You didn't.
Y'all want to talk about the robot? Yeah, the robot, the pregnant lady, the COVID restaurant, the cops. You want to laugh? Why don't we do the cop?
Who is the echo? Who got the echo in here? You right. You do not want to bring up race, but you're from a Latino upbringing, so you understand your culture has taught you their parents is forever. Yeah, but see, it's not a Latino thing. Parents are forever. My whole thing is like, we can't hold people accountable to a higher standard than we were put on to. Like, we can't ask kids to do something we ain't do. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. And I agree with Jay Black.
I agree with that, though. Because you do want them to be better. If you learned that this is wrong, you at least want to educate and at least give them that advice or guidance. You don't just sit back and let them crash your brain. At least I said it. Now you might not want to take my advice.
Okay, so
you may
Jay,
not go down that path.
So and
at least I acknowledged it. And
I said then it. I would have let you crash and burn
But you can want better without holding them to that high standard.
I'm not saying hold it to a high standard. What I'm saying is, if you're living in this house and you're an adult, you're out of school, you're working, you're making money for yourself, and to think that you're not going to help contribute to manage your finances to show you that you can handle this when you're not in my household.
Jay, I said you were right. I said you were right by asking.
No, but but go ahead, because I just go ahead.
Said, you were right about asking for financial. $50 a month ain't bad. Like for the water bill, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
$50 a month is not bad, but he said $50 a week, and I'm thinking, what kind of water bill is?
I didn't say 50. What I said was handling some type of monthly, managing financial responsibilities of life. Is teaching them how to manage their money for something that's other than them wanting what they want. I want to go order a cheesesteak. I want to go Chinese food tonight. Is being reckless with their money.
But it's not. But my thing is, like, you get too into reckless. Like, all my daughters have a debit card. Mm-hmm. They all have a debit card, and when they want to order something, I say you could order Uber Eats just to see what they're gonna do. So they order their Uber Eats and they pay for their Uber Eats and they do what they want to do. But when we start using the reckless thing, when you're 17 and you turn 18, it's a gradual progression. If you have that liability, if you have those parents, they can be like, all right, we're gonna slow this down. We're gonna make we one day at a time. But the whole thing is like, you reckless this, you reckless that. Yes, they are reckless, because it's our job to teach them slowly and not be like, Stephanie, his mama asked for $40 a month, and he told her she had to pay bills anyway. So why should he pay her bills?
Oh, well, she said that's my personal. So my mom asked me for $40 a month, and I was like, well, you gotta pay this bill regardless if I'm here or not. So I refused to give her the $40 a month. And I decided to get my apartment at 18, and I've been on my own ever since because I didn't want to pay her. I'm like, she got to pay it anyway. So I was one of them stubborn people that decided, instead of giving her $40 a month, which she was putting up for me, which I didn't realize, that I would rather go out and pay $450 rent, $40 on my own for this electric bill. I end up incurring a whole lot more responsibility.
So my question,
I jumped the gun. But
so Jay, does it have to be that drastic? Can it be a gradual progression? That's what I'm saying. Can it be a gradual progression? Does it have to be the end all be all that you have to pay this bill here, especially when you have it? No, you don't need the money.
No, it makes sense. Like at that time, I was 18 and I didn't want to pay my mom $40.
No, I'm saying your situation now. Your situation now. Why are you so stringent on something where you can just gradually make it happen instead of being like, you got to do this? Why?
What do you mean gradually make it happen? Because once you're out and that's how it does. There's nothing free.
Nobody else left their house at 18, homie. I'm saying who has to leave your house at 18? Why would
nobody has to? Nobody has to. What I'm saying is teaching them to manage financial
gradually,
responsibility. It's not
gradually. Jay, this is my prop. I done figured this whole thing out. You left your house at 18 and you think everybody should have those same mindset of leaving. Dog, the normal kids that I know aren't leaving the house at 18. You left and you grinded it out. But my thing, you're still like, you got to do this and you got to. Well, you don't even need the money.
No, it's teaching them how to manage their money.
So
it's teaching them that it ain't sweet like that to just be living up somewhere and not having some type of monthly obligations.
Jay, it's not called.
And that's what my wife is saying. No, she totally disagrees with that. And that's
Jay, you keep saying it's sweet like that, like they're living with a drug dealer, my dude.
Thank you.
They're living with their parents. Oh, I'm not saying they shouldn't pay a bill. But every time you talk about this shit like it's sweet like that, you're not just gonna get over. Yeah, that's because you left at 18. Like, is it that stressful? Is that like, okay, pay? How about they pay their cell phone bill? Is that good enough?
No, that's something that's personal gain. When I think of cell phone bill, I'm thinking that's something that they truly want for themselves. How, as an adult, there are other things outside of what we want personally for ourselves. We want a DVR for our cable box, but we really don't need it. But it's certain things but we have to pay that rent or mortgage. We have to pay that electric bill. It's certain things we have to pay outside of you paying for a little car insurance that you know that you want your
little car insurance.
No, meaning as a young adult, they're looking at it as I need my car. I want my car, so they want to pay that. Yeah. But something that they don't want to pay is an electric bill. They don't want to pay a water bill. They don't want to pay anything of that nature that's outside of their
Jay. If you're sitting there saying you want to teach them responsibility, you're contradicting yourself. If you're teaching them responsibility, then you're teaching them on paying a cell phone bill. The reason why they want car insurance because you want it. That is a life experience. I want that car, so I pay the car insurance. Mm-hmm. You want them to chime in on the bill that you're paying,
right?
Because they turn on the lights.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. You're sitting there. What it sounds like.
Because they turn on the lights.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Wait. You want them to pay the water bill because they take a shower?
Nope. What I want is $40 to $50 a month is teaching them to know when you get your money, you have to account for that. And that's a small amount that they have to take in account for. This has to be paid. But if they pay the same money,
so what you're saying, the lesson being learned is if they pay the same money for their cell phone bill, their car insurance, that's the same. You're trying to teach them a lesson. They're learning the lesson by paying a bill. Mm-hmm. But you want them to pay the bill that takes money.
Something that's outside of their
Michael Shawn.
Something that they personally.
No, it's not outside. It's inside your pocket.
Mm-hmm. No,
you want them to pay something that's inside your pocket.
Making your bills lighter is not the lesson.
Obviously the adult can handle that because they've been handling it. So that $40 a month is not something that's going to make or break. Oh, I can go to Chili's tonight. No, that's first of all, you can't even go out on $40. It's just the managing for them. Teaching them that responsibility for something that they personally may not particularly care for, but have to pay.
You think they
personally care for? Yes, they care for the insurance in order for them to drive. Yes, they cannot live without a cell phone.
I paid my car insurance my entire life. I don't care for that shit.
Yeah.
No, you do because you
don't care for the water bill. I don't care for the electric bill.
No, you know what I'm saying. It's that personal aspect for you. And for your car insurance as a human being, in order for me, I must do this. So I need this.
Dude, you
cannot live without your cell phone.
Every bill that you pay is personal. Every bill. No. Yes.
No kid look at a utility bill as something that's a dire, and they don't look at it the same. And that's what they need to. They need to look at that as this is a priority. This needs to be accounted for. You need to minus this out every month.
Jay, the skill set is to pay the bills. You don't want to pay a cell phone bill, but you need it. You don't want to pay a water bill, but you need it. You don't want to pay an electric bill, but you need it. You don't want to pay a car note, but you need it. Every bill has the same weight. It's just teaching people to keep paying the bill and keeping.
How do you train that? How do you train your adult child to understand?
If the adult child is paying their car insurance and paying their cell phone bill, they're learning that.
Now, teach them something that they necessarily not personally attached to, is what I'm saying.
No,
you're personally attached to your car and your cell phone as a kid. As a teenager. Yes. Give me a responsibility that they're paying for it.
There is no responsibility that you know.
Teach them that. Give them that $40 water bill.
Jay, there is no bill that you pay that you're not personally attached to. There is none. There's no Discover card, Capital One card, MasterCard. Every bill you're personally attached to. So if you pay it on time, you're learning responsibility. Like you're like picking and choosing these things.
No, I'm not picking and choosing anything. I'm just saying from a young adult's mindset is this is something that I can do without. Are you going to live without it? You're going to pay for it. You're teaching them managing their finances. You're going to know that although you don't care for this electric bill, you don't care for this water bill, you don't care for this gas bill, whatever the utility bill is, whatever it is, $40 a month.
Why do you think they don't care? Why do you think they don't care about that bill?
Because they're teenagers. They're because guess what? Living life and my money is my money and your money is our money. They're in that mindset. They're not.
Can you see the benefit of paying? Can you see the benefit of paying at 17? Can you see the benefit of paying car insurance? Now we know that you need car insurance because it's a responsibility thing. But you're saying at 17, I've been paying my car insurance since I was 15. Okay. At 15, I was like, you don't really see the tangible aspect of paying. So to me, that is responsibility. You're teaching responsibility that every month you have to pay this bill. That is your goal,
for
right,
me
Jay
to
Black?
drive, or I can give up driving.
Jay Black, that's your goal, right? It's just to teach responsibility.
It's teaching them to manage their finances.
Jay, but you're teaching the person, they're paying bills. Your job is to if I'm a basketball player and I'm doing sprints, but you go like, yeah, but you're not doing sprints in the afternoon. Yeah, but I'm doing the sprints. I'm actually training. I'm training. Like, if you're like, if you don't pay this car insurance, you can't drive. Boom. If you don't pay the cell phone bill, you can't talk on the phone. Boom. Actually, a cell phone bill is more important because you go like, okay, I have nothing to do with that. I will not give you a dime to your cell phone bill. If that phone gets shut off, you have no access to anybody. That is teaching responsibility. I hate to tell you this. The water and the electric bill, dog, it's your house. That's your responsibility. My kids don't have to pay for me keeping the water going or the electric on. When I had these kids, that's my responsibility. But I can say, I understand what you're saying, like put some money towards this. But my thing is, if you're paying for car insurance, paying for your cell phone bill, if I say, how about this? Any takeout food that you order is on you. You know what the best responsibility is? That you were hungry and you had to pay for it. That is responsibility.
I'm letting you talk. So when they bring in their money, that just says $1,000 a month, and they say, "Oh, I'm gonna take care of my car insurance so I can drive, and my cell phone, and the rest I'm blowing it." How are you teaching them to manage their finances if you're not allowing them to understand there's more than life than just that?
Dog, you're not paying my bills. You want them to help pay your bill.
No.
Yeah, you do.
It's teaching them how to manage their finances. But hey, we can agree to disagree on that.
But my thing is, like, everything you do, you have to pay your own bill. Every added bill, you have to pay your own bill. This is what you got to do. You want to drive? If you want to,
they 23 and living, they got a kid. You know, they're older. I'm just saying, when you're as a young adult.
So Monty, my oldest daughter, she don't pay no electric bill. She don't pay no water bill. But she knows she wants a car. So she knows she's going to have to get a job because she wants the car. And she was like, I'm going to get this job, Dad. I'm doing these interviews because I want to put money so I can get my car.
Personal gain.
That is what life is.
I know,
but Jay, there's nothing in your life that you pay for that ain't personal, Jay. Everything you pay for is personal.
Something that you pay for.
What do you pay? What bill?
Utility bills is not something that I'm looking forward because I'm getting something personal outside of
Jay. You're not taking a shower?
No, you get what I'm saying.
Jay.
Cell
what
phone
bill?
is entertainment.
What bill?
A car. You can live without your car.
Jay, you can't live without a car and a cell phone. You cannot. Jay, you cannot live without a car and a cell phone. You can't function without a cell phone. You can't do anything without a cell phone.
In theory, you can.
No, you can't. Not in 2021. It's
more for personal.
Jay, I can't do anything in my job. If I don't have a cell phone, I can't do anything in my job.
Anything. Cell phone. Having a cell phone. Why do you think Obama gave out all them free phones?
Trust and believe, teenagers get more pleasure and entertainment out of a cell phone and using it for business purposes.
Oh my God, you sound like you're 80. And so are you. And so are you. You get more pleasure at your cell phone than kids do. You were teaching them to pay to be bill payers, and that's it. Teach them how to build a savings and have a plan to be business owners and be able to have the powers to purchase things in cash, not credit. My whole thing is like
put $40 aside for your savings. You can put $40 aside for that. So now they got three different things. They got the savings they put in is managing finances. It's all the same.
And you can manage finances. But when you say you got to put the water bill up, you can manage finances. Mm-hmm. All three of my daughters have to put everything that they get for Christmas. There's money that has to get put into their savings account. Mm-hmm. I don't have to make them pay the water bill. Like honestly, if a person pays a car note or car insurance and pays a cell phone bill, that is building responsibility. Because guess what? When is the last time in your life you didn't pay a cell phone bill? I want to know from anybody. I want to know what year you didn't pay a cell phone bill.
1990.
It's a requirement.
97, 98, something like that.
You have to have a cell phone to exist. Homeless people have cell phones.
Yeah.
Well, why take that 40 from the bill that you don't need it for when they put 80 instead of 40?
So she's just basically saying instead of using 40 for the water bill, use it 40 to put up in savings. As long as you're teaching them to manage money, other than them just willy-nilly making their money, living up in your house and not showing that they can manage money, you set them up for success for life. They just thinking, oh, it's sweet like that. I can take this money, I can blow it. I can go.
Black. Let me ask you a question. Are you envious because you don't get to do the same thing, like, have this extra money? Because I'm listening. I'm really actively listening to you. You're listening. I'm listening to you. And some of the things that you said was, well, they're not going to be making $1,000 in my house and only got like $200 worth of bills and then take the rest of it and do whatever they want. Not like I'm hearing this.
So this is your therapist hat now. This is we doing therapy.
I'm just I'm actively listening to you.
I don't believe. What I believe is, as a young adult and being an older adult, I know that life ain't that sweet. It's not to that degree where you can just make X amount of dollars and not have that. So I want to make sure that those young adults realize that they have to plan ahead and show that responsibility. Think it ain't just blowing money fast, consistently being out of school. And
I just want to say this real quick. You're right. You should teach people, but life as a parent, if you've done well, life becomes that sweet, and it's not bad. It's not bad for life to become that sweet.
But how are we educating them, Mike?
But you can educate them, but you want to drill into their head. You have, like, life does become, Jay, you're not the same dude. You're not struggling the same way you were struggling at 19 and 20. We are both blowing money and blown money. Because
absolutely.
you know why? Because life got that sweet.
But we also manage our finances to know that we had to pay X, Y, and Z.
Yes, and I get it, but I'm saying you're trying to put this hammer down.
No, it wasn't. It's a $40 a month, whatever responsibility aspect. And it could be how my mom did one of me. Could have just put it to the side for my future or as an adulthood, setting up a separate account. But I need them to take something out of their money that they're making every month and know that there's more to it than just getting your hair done, your nails done, buying Jordans, buying shoes and bags.
But Jay, what were we doing our entire lives? Buying Jordans, buying jerseys, buying J's.
While still managing the household.
Yes, but my thing is,
there's
like,
no household for them to manage.
Doug, like that's what I'm saying. You're like, do you remember what you were buying? Like, we have to flash back. If somebody can pay one or two bills, that or you're like at 17, that's a good thing. That's what we were doing. Like, why is it that we're mad that these kids might be doing the same thing we were doing? And the whole thing, like, things ain't sweet. Well, my job was to make it sweet.
What is Lady Q talking about?
Ding Ding the same.
He said Ding Ding the same man that caught an attitude because I drove my daughter to school because he had to walk.
Oh no! My daughter, literally, the school is not even a block and a half. Why are we getting up driving her to school when she can walk to school? I think that's teaching them laziness, and I had an issue with that.
Jay, you're
I thought that was stupid. I really thought that was
really with all the kids that are getting scooped up. With all the kids that are getting scooped up and
literally within a block and a half.
Yes, within a block and a half.
It takes longer for you to get in the car line to drop them off at the front.
And it takes.
You're worried about the.
She's saying because I had to walk much further to school. That is because I brought her. Well, I walk a whole lot further than that. And she said, "Why is it?" No, it's a block and a half. That's laziness. Get your butt up, teaching them how to get up on time, enough time to allow for you to walk to school a block and a half instead of being lazy, wait till the last minute and rushing so you can drive them around the corner. That's just dumb to me. But I digress, and she brought that up. So
because she was home and she could. Good answer.
My kids were across the street from the school, and I still drove them, or I would walk with them to school. I'm not my daughters. Well, even if I had little boys, you're not gonna just.
I think what I don't know. I think what it is that Jay was like, I'm 18. I bought a house at 20. I did this, but that's not the life that we live in. That was the whole reason why we work so hard. So that we can
for your kids.
So that we can drive them to school, even though the thing's a block away.
Yeah,
like it's the whole. And you don't.
But and as an adult, are we doing that in our work life? Are we managing someone to drive us somewhere? Are we getting up on time to make sure we allow for things that may have? So teach them. You can start to groom them for that. Life is rough, and you ain't getting nothing handed to you.
No, nothing. But you don't have to get anything handed to you. But the driving them to the school is just like.
I just thought that was foolish.
You're gonna send a kid to take a chance walking in the environment that we're living in right now?
Well, because we're in the suburbs. We're in the suburbs.
No, being in the suburbs, it's even worse. It's even worse in the suburbs.
No, like this area is not. We're not in a crime-infested area. It wasn't.
I'm not in a crime. I'm not in a crime-infested area. They're not walking to school. They're not even walking to the park by themselves.
All right. It was a block and a half, Mike. I literally could darn near see when you go to the corner of the block. I could see the school. Like that's how close it was. It's like, wait, so she walks to the corner of the block. You can see the building. When we're getting up to drive her there, how is that teaching her how to manage her time?
How old was the kid?
No, it was high school. But I'm just saying it was little things like that, and then come down to now. Oh, now they're out of school, so they're just going to lay up, make their money, and not show any managing responsibility, financial aspects. How are we grooming them for life?
Is she is somebody disrespectful in the house at any?
No disrespectful at all.
So why are you so like obsessed with
getting their money? I mean, damn.
It's not getting their money. It's teaching them responsibility, how to manage their finances.
But why is it
managing it right?
But why is it? It depends on what bills you want them to pay. No. If they pay the bills that you want them to pay, Mike, then they're responsible.
It is literally $40, $50, whatever it is per month is a dollar amount that they know I have to account for that out of my income that I'm making in. So I got to take care of my car insurance. I got to take it. Well, actually, her granddad pay her cell phone, so she only got to pay a cell phone.
And that bothers you?
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying, like, she's not being set up correctly for life, in my opinion. And I just need young adults need to be set up.
I just want to know what bills would you because I don't know what bills I was paying. I don't know what bills I was paying, y'all.
You talking about as an adult?
No, when I was 17 or 18, I don't know what bills I was paying. Like I don't know. I mean, $40 ain't a big deal. Like if you want to do the $40, it's like you're so adamant that you think if you add the $40 to her budget, that's going to train her to know something different.
It's going to help her for things that she may not particularly personally care for. Like I said, cell phone and all that stuff she wants, even though she don't pay it. But she wants the car, so she has to pay car insurance. So she knows that. Is locked in, but something that she might not want to pay for that she's teaching her that she has to in life is a little part of a utility bill, a little $40 a month. Put that aside, and that's going towards your, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But it's teaching, is managing that financial.
I don't have a problem with the $40. I the behind the scenes is how adamant you are about the $40. Really, like I get it. Like I understand you can do the $40 for anything. Like I get it. I'm not mad at the $40. But my thing is like, you're adamant. You think this is really going to change the game on her structure. And I'm telling you it's not.
Absolutely. I think it will.
If she's paying other bills are going to come. They're going to come.
So it's just going to click whenever she decide to move out 25, 20, whatever. I don't know how old you know, school is over. You're out of school. You're working. You need to do something. So whenever she decide to move out, it's just going to click. Oh yeah, I can handle all of the other. I can manage the financial aspect now. It's just going to click. It's not going to just click.
How are you the end all be all of everything, Jay?
It's not an end all be all. It's common sense.
How do you know? How do you know?
Repetition.
You
you're
know
doing
how
things. You're getting used to
wait,
it. You're learning how to
but do you
manage
know
stuff.
how I figured out that it all clicked? Is when I moved out. That's when I realized.
Now you're a fish out of water. Now you're going to struggle.
We're going to struggle regardless.
It's a lot easier when you've been developed and you've been trained.
But if they're paying bills, that's what I'm saying. Like, you pick and choose what bills. If there are bills being paid, you're getting in practice to pay the bills. Does it matter if it's a $40 bill that you happen to pay to the side? Or does it matter if it's a cell phone bill, but because you use it? This is my thing. Well, you get something out of that. There's no bill that you don't get something out of. There's no bill. The electric bill, guess what? You pay it because you get something out of it. You turn the lights on. There's not, you pay your car note. You get something out of it. You drive the car. You pay your credit card bill because you charge stuff up and you're wearing the stuff that everything is something that you get something. You don't pay a bill that you don't get something out of, except paying a bill when you have kids. That's it. That's the only thing I don't get. I don't care about the $40. I think the $40 is fine to teach responsibility. I totally agree with the $40 with the responsibility. Totally agree with that. It was click when me as a parent is guiding her while she's at home instead of just taking her money. Look, I'm not gonna get into that. I just think parents get, and I had to check myself with this. Parents like, you gonna just sit up here all willy nilly and not pay any bill? Yeah, but that's kind of. It gets into like, am I teaching responsibility or am I making sure you're not getting over me? OMG.
True. Simone Biles withdrawals from Tokyo.
Oh,
I know they was changing the rules on in the middle of the in the inning. They were saying they wasn't giving her the right credit or right difficulty points because it was too difficult. So trying to change the rules. So if that would be enough to make me back out. So now you're not gonna give me my points and my credit.
Oh, that would be amazing if she just like, I'm the best in the world and y'all not give me the numbers. Because one girl in the Olympics said she's only getting these numbers because she's black. Wow.
We got to Google to see if this is true.
Wait, what happened?
If Simone really quit, did she? They're gonna say she's a quitter. You quit on your country. You know how they're gonna flip that. You're not American.
She withdraws because everything she's doing is on a higher level than the difficulties on a high. Wow, we really got to. All right, let's take a black and mild break. Everybody.
All right. Yeah.
And if she dropped out, that would be amazing. Oh, that would be amazing if you dropped out.
Let's see.
Oh, that would be amazing if you like, y'all so mad because y'all can't do what I'm doing. She has withdrawn.
Oh, actually saying she got injured.
She got injured.
So that would change. Or is it one of them, I'm hurt? Y'all trying to play me. Oh, now I got a sprained ankle. I can't perform. Is it a legit injury that someone saw? Interesting.
Delta kids. All right. Let's take a black and mild break real quick. We'll come back with more Michael Shawn and the Takeover legend Jay Black, Shawnee Scott. Damn, wow, that's big. Lady Q is a good budget planner, so Jay Black, I'm sure she's a good teacher. Look, I'm not getting into all that. Y'all not getting me into all that. I'm just saying that y'all not getting me into all that. She has withdrawn. Wow.
Out. And the U.S. has been sucking. Everything I was watching the last couple of days, them gold medals ain't flowing in like they usually do. I'm seeing a lot of bronzes or just missing.
So, she is the greatest. As Serena is the greatest female tennis player, she is the greatest. She might be the greatest gymnast, period.
Yeah, they got 4 moves named after her. They said it's unheard of to get 1. She got 4. They call it the buyouts or whatever.
She's definitely, without a doubt, there's no female gymnast that's even in the same orbit as she is. Listen, I don't want to watch. I watch to see her.
Just to see her, Shelly said.
Like the young woman, and unfortunately, and I'm part of it. Unfortunately, like the gymnasts, they don't have a season where we can watch them. We just watch them during the Olympics. Like, if you're not into their opens that happen here, and Shawnee knows what it is. Shawnee with the kids, you got track events that happen, during the season. The average person doesn't know about them. Y'all know about them.
Yeah, you don't know in the off season. Well, we have a winter season that's indoor.
Yeah, so we don't even know. Like we don't even like with basketball. You got a D League. You got the Drew League. You got all these different leagues that we're up on. Like we're not even up on. So these gymnasts. What I'm saying is like these gymnasts are. She is a megastar. But she should be literally doing Gatorade commercials where we're just watching her.
No, she got a sponsorship.
I mean, yeah, but just think about it. I can name 4 or 5. People. I can name 4 average basketball players that are making quadruple what she's making, and she is the best ever at what she's doing. Like she's the best ever at what she's doing. But it's like I don't know how to change that. But damn, I hope she didn't get injured. God, it was better when she just pulled out. But if she got injured, listen, I want to watch to see her. All right, let's take this 4-minute break and we'll come back. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Hey, did you see Akon? He was in the news. Akon apparently had his car stolen, car jacked, and he ended up calling 911 and basically, the 911 operator kind of checked him a little bit. Did you hear about it, Mike? Did you hear it?
No, I saw it. How did 911 operator, if somebody stole my car, how's the 911 operator? How do I get checked?
Because he I guess said he's carjacked, and she's like, no. There wasn't no carjack. You just had your car stolen. Like he's trying to call for help in the moment. I just play the clip.
Emergency operator 4048. What's the address of your emergency?
Hey, yes. How you doing? Yeah, I was just carjacked at the gas station for my Range Rover.
And what gas station? What's the address?
The gas station is 761 Neiman's Marcus. But I have a tracker.
Listen, 761 Neiman Marcus is not a street in the city of Atlanta. What's the address you're at so I can get a police out there to you? And what's the name of the gas station?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, ma'am. This is not the gas station. This is where my car is actually parked because I have a tracker on it.
What gas station you at? Have you made a police report?
Yeah, the police is on their way, but they've been on their way for a whole hour.
And you say you were carjacked?
Yes, ma'am.
At gunpoint?
No, it wasn't at gunpoint.
What happened then?
I was literally getting gas, and they just jumped in the car. And
That's not a carjacking. That's not a carjacking.
Oh, okay.
Someone stole your car.
Yes, ma'am.
What are we doing? First, it seemed like she was nosy, like it wasn't a 911 call. Where you at? What's your address?
I'm not getting fired up this early. I'm not getting fired up. Like Jay already did it to me. I'm not getting fired up this early.
No, Mike said, son. What was you thinking? What were you thinking? So it felt like she checked him. I don't know what it was.
God, man. What I'm gonna say is gonna be just ignorant. It's gonna be ignorance on top of ignorance, but it's gonna be true. But everybody's just gonna take it as ignorance. Like,
no, see, I gotta know now. Just speak it. I'm curious.
The last person you want to call on 911 if you're black is another black person on 911. That's the last person you want to call.
Especially auntie.
The last person you want to answer the phone is another black person.
Aunt Lunell. That was Aunt Lunell.
Technically, that's not a carjack. That's a. I just. Your GED ass got this job because you didn't need no goddamn like levels of. He just said he was like, yo, there's a tracker on the car. So I know where the car is at. Yeah, but where did you actually get? Where did you actually, you stupid bitch? Where did you get them there? Where did you get? And where did you get them there? And technically that was in your car. How many kids you got, bitch? That's not there. I bet you don't know none of their dads, do you? Now they all laugh. That's why I'm sitting here and shut the
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in. Tap in. Michael Shawn. Oh, we got back faster than Jay Black. All right. Truth be told, the reason why I got back faster.
Wait a minute, Jay.
No.
What happened? He was talking trash.
No. We got back. No, we got back earlier.
I see. I'm downstairs arguing.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My lighter didn't work. So I'm sitting here flicking lighters, and I'm trying I got 4 lighters that I'm trying to flick, and none of them were working. And I got the Black and Mild right here, and I'm like, but so then I go, I'm about to go to the car, but I realized, I said, damn, I'm looking at what Shawnee's playing, and I was like, can I get to the car?
Can I make it in time?
And get a lighter, and then come back and light my Black and Mild? It was gonna be like a 6-minute break, and I'm like, I can't. So I was like, F it, I'm just gonna come back. So then when we come back, your chair is empty.
I could have took this break.
Your chair was empty, and I was like, then all of a sudden I was like, all right, he's just gonna casually come back in. We're gonna start. Then also we heard.
I got a text saying, "Where are you? Oh wait, we're back already. Hold up.
Hold up. No, that is the funniest. You walked into that. You were an earthquake when you walked in there. All right.
I'm like, what's going on? I was trying to see what's going on with Simone Baez on CNN was just about to talk about it. But yeah, apparently there's a apparent injury that she may have sustained. So it's not like she's backing out because of the fact that he wasn't giving her the difficulty points.
I wish she was.
That was an issue.
Oh, I wish she was. But I always said, God, there's so many things that I always say, like, I wish I had the money to make happen. Like, I wish I had like that super money where I could be like, the next Olympics, every black athlete is going to boycott, and I'm going to make a competition in America where you get paid. And I want to see what America does without black athletes actually going, and see what that medal count. And I mean, every black athlete. I mean track, I mean gymnastics, I mean basketball, and don't go to college. I mean, just shut it down. And see if you get the respect then on the shoulders of these athletes that America goes to and sits there and gets all these medals. Because the medal count is kind of low now. But imagine if there was no African Americans up in that joint. Hold on, let me try and get everybody on. This is so funny. Let me get everybody on here. Get everybody on my IG Live. Shawn, get you on the IG Live.
Damn. Too much pressure on Simone. She is human. And I think sometimes people expect way too much. I know when I was watching, I was cringing over every move she did, every spin, every twirl. I was like, oh, that's a lot of pressure when you are the best, greatest of all time, and now your team is lackluster than any other season of the Olympics. I swear, the squad didn't hold their weight, in my opinion, compared to other teams. I'm like, man, it's all gonna come down to her if she can carry this whole team. And now you're injured, because you're pressing, you're trying too hard.
But Shawn, she's up. People don't like when you say this, especially because it's supposed to be a team thing. It is a team thing. She's bigger than the team. Like it doesn't even matter. Like I just heard it's her ankle from David. But my thing is, she's bigger than the team. She's everything. She is Michael Jordan, y'all. She's LeBron James. That's who she is. She's what FloJo was. And the crazy thing is she's bigger than FloJo. She literally has dominated gymnastics to the point where these girls won't even try stuff that she does.
Yeah.
God bless the girl. You're good, man.
Yeah, because they had changed the rules and said some of her stuff wouldn't count because everybody couldn't do it.
Yeah, so which is crazy.
Some of the moves, which didn't make sense. It's like, well, they got to step their game up.
Sometimes we get, and I realize that these athletes are getting their money, and go get your money, damn it. Go get every red cent. But sometimes we be caping for a country that George Floyd had a knee in his neck. And sometimes you go like, you know what, get your money and then bounce out and don't give them nothing else. And so don't give them nothing else.
So these Olympics, it helps America just generate income by being winner.
Internationally, they all make money. They all make money off of this, and that's why I'm glad. Like she's made her money. I'm glad these Olympic athletes make their money. I'm glad that college athletes are now making their money in college football and basketball off a $1 trillion damn business. Go make your money and back off. I wish we would all. I wish we could have the common sense. I wish we could all, but we will never, because everybody's an individual and everybody has different thoughts. I wish we could all be like, support people and just like, go home. You're good. And then 10 million followers go home. You're good. We understand. We got you. You're good. Just go get your money. Because trust me, there's going to be some talks about, there's going to be something behind this. There's going to be something. I hope. I'm mad that she got injured, but damn, this whole gymnastics team is based on her.
So now she's not in, so I guess they got to have an alternate. Somebody got to come fill in.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, good luck.
Shout out to Betty.
You said to Betty.
Shout out to Betty. Yo, Betty. Go do you, Betty.
Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready, Betty.
Stay ready, Betty. It's like LeBron goes down. Some guy named Daryl comes in. Daryl, go get it, Daryl. LeBron looking like, y'all know y'all not winning shit, right? Y'all know. All y'all haters that were hating on me in the gym when I was doing quadruple backflips from the top of a skyscraper, and y'all were like, oh, she just showing up. Now I'm not there. What you gonna do? Nothing.
They're scared to do it.
Nothing. I was trying to go into this, I don't know, the pregnant lady with the
we should have a guest popping in. Our financial expert should be joining.
We'll do the cop story. That's short. That
do the cop story. Go ahead. What is the cop story? Which one was that? Because I got
the guy clown the cop. That's short. We won't stay on that long.
Oh, that's good, Shawnee. Yeah, this guy. Okay. Listen, y'all. We have the clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen, y'all. Let me explain something to you. He don't deserve it. But if I was the cop and I had a taser, dog, I would have tased you 6,000 times. But it's hilarious. So, right. What? I was. Go ahead. Play this clip real quick. Play this clip.
Get on the ground.
It's really good. You fast, bro, but you ain't fast enough. I'm a feminist. I just want you to know. You ain't get me. I got you. We're done. Oh, it's tiring. I'm hot. Don't tase me. That shit stings. My safe word is pineapple juice. Get that?
Hey, just like that. Cross your ankles.
Ooh.
Cross your ankles.
We gonna take pictures?
Bring your ankles up to your butt.
Swap man, what's my safe word?
Bring your ankles up to your butt.
That's how far I go. You think I'm in Pilates?
Stay just like that.
It was fun. Ah! What are you doing? Ooh. Oh, that's cute. Ooh. Oh, watch your hands, bud. Oh, that's my. Don't do that. That's my lighter. It don't work. Don't do drugs, kids. Those are my quarters. You want to put those in your pocket? That is change. You know how long it took me to acquire those? Some of those are limited edition. Well, that's my flash drive. Don't look at it unless you want to see Big D. That's my wallet. You have no. Ooh. And watch your fingers, booty hole man. He's strong. Ooh. No wonder y'all together. You like doing the weird shit. What's your safe word?
All right, that's not real.
Playing too much.
Yeah, he playing too much. Like when I first saw it, I thought it was real. Oh, that was my cousin. Good.
What's up, Ralphie?
What up, Ralphie? Was good. Yeah, that's not real. That's too much. They did a lot. Now that I watched it for like the 17th time, they did a lot. There's no way that was real. Like that was a whole like
You think it was planned out?
Yeah, that was a skit. First of all, it was a skit because no backup came. Like he had no cops. Like him, he said, "Watch your fingers." Yeah, that's watch your fingers.
He was doing too much.
Yeah, that was a whole lot. That was And when I first saw it, I was like, "Wow, this is crazy." But now that we've been able to see it a few times, like, "Wow, this is bullshit."
Yeah, it's BS.
See, I told you it'd be quick.
Yeah, that was quick. Is the guest here?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, introduce the guest, y'all. Shawnee, you do your thing.
Well, yeah. So we were talking about financial.
OJ Black. OJ Black.
Go
Black.
for it.
No, JJ, go introduce the guest.
We were talking about financial wealth and building and family unity and adults and young adults and managing money. So we have a great guest, a financial expert from the Philly tax team. Actually, our guy Kamari Ellis is back joining the show. Good morning, Kamari. Let him in.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Oh,
Good
Kamari.
morning. Good morning.
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
Oh, Kamari, I've watched a lot of your posts that you put up. Like it's really dope.
Okay.
And I just want to say what you're about to enter is a realm of Jay Black. And I'm going to fall back because Jay Black is very intense over this. When it comes to finances, I don't care if you're 12, 15, or 16, Jay Black treats you like a loan shark. Like Jay Black wants that money that like Jay Black talks about people.
Wrong.
And I'm just gonna let I'm gonna let Ashley. So I will not be the person that badger. I've been told I badger the witness. Ain't that right, y'all? I've been told I badger the witness. So I'm gonna let Jay Black put a scenario up. And Shawnee, you step in if you think Jay Black is really like going left. But Jay, you give the scenario for our guest. You give the scenario.
So the scenario is teaching young adults that's out of high school, they're working, I guess that can be 18, 19, 20, whatever, they're still living at home. Is it good or bad for them to learn how to manage their finances, setting them up for life? So, if they're making money, they're working, is it teaching them responsibility to manage their finances by giving them, let's say, a $40 or $50 a month obligation that they need to contribute to the household when they're no longer in school?
That's a rough one. Are they working? What are they doing?
Yeah, they're working. They're making their own money. Currently they may only pay their car insurance is their only obligation, and the rest is blowing money fast. Is that something to?
I can't take this.
Wait.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? We got to teach young people responsibility. At the end of the day, a lot of times people think they're raising children, but at the end of the day, we're raising adults. And so if they don't know what they need to do in order to go out into the world and survive, then the parent really hasn't done their job. However, what's the child doing? Are they just sitting home? Are they going to school? Are they being productive? Like all of those things matter.
So I agree with you saying, and thank you for confirming.
What she's doing? What is the person doing? What is the person doing?
The person is going to work,
yes,
and then hanging out. Going to work and then hanging out, blowing money fast. That is it.
What is blowing money fast?
That's that BMF.
She's
not making enough. The person's not making enough money to blow money fast. You act like she's throwing. She's like the person's throwing money in the air. She's making
in a sense that they're not being responsible with their spending habits, and I'm just saying teaching them how to manage is going to absolutely be healthy for their future.
Can you tell our guest that the person is paying bills? Can you tell the guest that the person is paying bills?
The person is paying her car insurance bill every month.
No, you said the electric bill.
Well, no, she's not. No. I said I would like her to put $40 or $50 towards something that's outside of something that she may be striving or encouraged to want to do.
Because you said they're not going to be in my house making $1,000 paying $40 and then living.
No, I want them to pay. I want them to teach that. Yes, there's other things.
All right, let the guests talk. Let the guests talk.
Mm-hmm.
The guest has heard this. Please, this is the dysfunction all morning. Go ahead.
Why do I feel like I stepped into a real scenario?
For real. For real.
You got something you're trying to get off your chest. You can't talk about your own, Jay. I mean, again, so I would say this. Hopefully you didn't just spring this on them when they turned 18 or 19. Yeah. And you've been teaching them financial responsibility the whole time. But if you just sprung it on them, I do think you got to give them a little bit of leeway. Just a little bit of leeway.
Oh no, Jay's like, once 18 change, once you hit 18, the world changes.
Well, I'll say this, right? We're all black here, or black and brown, right? And I know a lot of times in the black community, we want to kick our kids out as soon as they're 18. But I was fortunate enough to have a mentor to tell me that one of the worst things we can do is kick our kids out at 18, make them feel like they have no home, no security, no blanket, no nothing, and just send them out to the world. One of the best things we can do, however, is rethink our parental role and understand that we are parents our entire lives, and it just evolves. So, yeah, you got to teach some financial responsibility, but kicking them out at 18, especially in today's market, rising housing prices, rising gasoline prices, a loaf of bread costs more, that might not be the best place to go.
Now, when you say kicking them out, so it's not necessarily kicking them out, it's teaching them how to manage their finances when they have $1,000 a month coming in and they're only looking to pay a car insurance bill. What? What do you mean leave you on hold? You said this. You said I'm on the phone. I mean, I call back. Call back. She wants to get on. Call back. Oh, now you want? No. I had you on my phone. Close the door. Call back.
Just let her get in the box. Get in the box, Lady Q.
Call the phone back. Call the phone back. She's trying to get a point across. I'm being honest.
No, you're not.
I am being honest.
2 months ago.
And she should have some type of responsibility.
Nothing changed in 2 months.
Call back if you want to get on. It's not. It's not.
Don't act like she ain't got a damn savings account.
Call back.
And just cash up to the money for her own damn car to fix. Don't act like that. Do not paint that narrative. Don't do that.
If you're gonna call.
No, don't do that.
If not,
don't do that.
I don't even know where I was at, Kamari.
I know where you was at. You in the doghouse. That's where you at.
No, but this is, and this is the stubbornness of being old school and being like, I left the house when I was 18. I did this when I was 20, and not realizing that it's a different world. Not only the economy's different, and the fact of the matter is, if you have kids, keep that right there. If you have kids, you are their safety net until you send them out into the world. Uh-oh. My twins
not going to sit here and act like Lady Q did not go off on this.
No. You keep going. You just keep going. You just keep going.
She's wrong, and I acknowledge.
First of all, Jay, stop saying people are wrong. My twins are home, but both are in college and work. They pay their cell bill and whatever else they need. They're responsible for themselves. We provide a place to live, but that's it. Because they are on my insurance, when they go to the dentist/doctor, that their responsibility to pay for those visits. Starting next month, they will be paying a portion of their medical and dental insurance, and we are still guiding them. Cool.
Mm-hmm. And her twins are about, I think they are about 20 years old. They've been in college for a couple of years now.
Sir, our guest.
Oh yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, because y'all so busy. Y'all go ahead, please, sir. Please.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Paint the narrative. What's the real narrative?
No, the real narrative, it needs to be responsibility. Even though you're out of school, school is over. You're an adult. What's happening now in your life? You just cannot sit around and make your income and not realize that you have to manage your finances. So even if it's something we're putting aside, or if it's something that that you're paying towards a water bill, like I said, a $40 or $50 a month, whatever it is, I just feel like strongly that they need to be able to manage their finances effectively, starting as a young adult. That way, when they're on their own, it's not going to be too much of a struggle to realize, oh, man, I really don't want to pay this, but I got to, and now they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, living check to check, and all that. So from your financial aspect, are there tips and tools that they should be doing instead of waiting and think it's going to click when they turn 22 or whatever, whenever they move out? It's just not going to click.
So, but here's the thing, right? Everybody thinks there's this financial rubber bullet or rubber pill that you take. It's steps, it's levels to this, right? And so you can't expect them to carry everything from the start. Mm-hmm. But and also, right, money, again, isn't the end all be all. The money is supposed to enhance your life and your lifestyle. Something gives me the idea that something's not being enhanced at this very moment. So there's a disconnect between you and the household. So we got your side of the story, and we know it's your side, her side, and the truth. So what's the real truth, though?
I think she's being baby. The real truth.
And that is the whole essence that I've been trying to get to. Jay Black moved out when he was 18, and he thinks everybody should be held to that standard. And he thinks everybody should be out buying a house when they're 20. And my thing is, like, my kids, y'all can say they're spoiled. It's a gradual progression. My kids aren't going to pay bills, but they're going to pay for their Uber Eats. They're going to pay for certain things. They're not going to pay for the water bill. Or they're not going to give me $50 a month. But I'm going to gradually, because we have advanced. I didn't have to move out at 18. They're not going to have to move out at 18. Jay's like this cutthroat thing where it's like, you got to get your stuff together. I moved out. I did this at 18. I did that. That was in 1990 something.
You're an enabler. What is the difference? But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I moved out when I was about 18 or 19, right? And I moved into an apartment with my buddies out by the airport. And y'all know what that's about.
Yep.
You don't want to listen to mom or dad or whoever. And you just want to run the streets and have guys and girls over, which a lot of times doesn't lead to a whole lot. So I think you got to be careful about how hard you put the hammer down, because sometimes if you push your children away, it's a hard road for them to come back. So, at the end of the day, right, our family is our greatest asset. And we definitely got to set the boundaries, but we also have to understand what's going on in real time as well.
And that is my only thing. There's not a end all be all. Like, things change. Like you said, you left when you were 18. Jay left when he was 18. And there's certain situations that you had to get into. We're actually keeping our kids longer in our homes because it takes a lot more to go out on your own. And we don't want them to have to experience that. So if you have somebody who's paying a cell phone bill, that's a responsibility. If you have somebody who's paying car insurance, that's a responsibility. It's a gradual progression.
Yes,
and there's not an end all be all.
So when does it start? When does that gradual progression start?
You should start early. Like, my daughter's 11 and 12. So since they were 10 and 11, they had the little green light card. And they pay, like, when we go somewhere, when I want to get some earrings at Claire's. Okay, you got some money? But I also make sure I put money on their card every week. So, they have, a little $50, $75 to do some stuff with.
When Mike, answer the question, Mike, when does it start? Because you're 18, you're out of school is over.
Dog, but you keep making these numbers because you want a defiant name. You want a number. 18, you do this. 19, you do that. 20, you do that.
You said this, and I said, so when? You said they teach them.
When they're ready.
When they're ready. It's a gradual progression when they're ready.
So
no, you know what, Jay? Real talk, you're a parent. You don't get to decide when they're ready. You try and help them to get ready. Every child,
they're living off of you. You're managing them.
Yes,
you're helping them grow in life. You're teaching them those life lessons.
And I get it. They do. I am teaching them, but every child has a different. Every lifespan, every life journey is different. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna kick them out?
No, but
okay.
I'm going to teach you that you're going to spend something. You want to learn how to manage your finances. You're just not going to keep this money and just do nothing with it.
I understand that, but there's not. You act like this, like they're not being responsible when they're paying bills. They are paying bills slowly, not at your progression. When you were 18, you were in the streets already. Like, you got to slow down putting everybody's progression the way you jumped off at 18.
No.
Like, I did not leave my house. Like, real talk, I did not leave my house. I was like 18, 19, 20. I think I was like, my dad was like, all right. When I was like 20 something, my dad was like, yo, throw me something. I said, I got you, Dad. It's no problem. It was like, it wasn't a big deal. But Dad was like, you pay your car note, you pay your car insurance, you're good. Ain't no problem. My dad was like, ain't no problem. My dad knew I was going.
But he was also enabling you by not having
my dad
was some type of.
First of all, the enable nonsense that you keep saying. I've had a job since I was 16, my dude. Yeah, I've had a job. None of y'all have ever worked on a farm and planted tomato seeds for 2 acres. None of y'all on this panel have ever sat and been taken out on a trailer to a farm and planted tomato seeds so I could get money and make sure that my dad didn't have to pay for my prom situation. Understand, my dad was like, you got this. You're good. I got you. You're going to pay your car note. I'm gonna co-sign. You got a job. You're waking up every morning. I got you. This whole thing that all of a sudden you got to be like, yo, learn this, learn that, learn it. If you're paying bills and your responsibility is going up every year, my responsibility went up. I don't get this obsession with you to have for this person to be like, do this now. But we had a guest. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they said, why in the hell would you want to make life harder?
Yeah, that's making life harder for.
But go for it. Let the guest speak. I got you.
So now, Jay, I just got questions at this point. So, what's your ultimate outcome? What do you want to see happen?
I want to see financial aspect of managing finances when it comes to bill paying, when it comes to things that they may not necessarily want or enjoy to pay, that life deals us that we have to pay. So I want that beginning process. Now that school is over, you're out. You're elected to go in the workforce. You're working. What are you putting anything towards the show that is not just sweet like that? So I need some type of either savings, additional funds each month. I need to manage. I need the finances managed. And that's where you come in. You manage.
No, let the guest, please, Shawnee, and I'm gonna let you and you rock out after this because I'm turning my mic off. Go.
So, is your daughter saving now or no? Or you think she's just doing BMX?
There's no consistency. There's no plan. There's no current plan when it comes to.
She's 18.
She's out of school.
She's done.
When did she graduate? She graduated this year.
She just graduated this year.
Like a month ago?
Like 2 months ago.
Like 30 days ago.
Because. Mm-hmm.
And so have you been talking to her about money?
Well, no, my wife handles that because, I don't want to get involved.
Wait. Gotta ask a question, bro.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
We've been going back for a long time. So if your wife has been handling that the whole time, why do you feel the need to step in now?
Because now, as an adult, I think things are different. Of course, when you're young, everything, whatever. She used to take her around the corner. I don't think she's setting her up for certain aspects of the harsh reality of life. And then I intertwine, and then we go back and forth, and then I fall back. Because ultimately, whatever the wife is going to do, she's going to do. I'm not going to go to that degree. But I just feel like I need to speak my piece the way I can at least know that I said something. And I think managing your finances as a young adult is important to set you up for life.
She just literally fucking graduated. Like, what are you talking
but
about?
He already acknowledged that's a good thing. We not.
No, he's looking at you crazy that you're really stressing a person that just literally graduated. Sorry, guest.
No. So listen, my son, about to be 28-year-old son, when he graduated, he had a job. I didn't charge him rent right away. I charged him rent later on when he wanted to go back with his mother and then wanted to come back home to dad. I charged him rent, but he was working. But I also make it very clear he always has a home, but he also has to be responsible in his home, right? We are all family members here. We ought to do something. So does your daughter not clean, help take out the trash? Is she not a contributing factor of this?
There's no chores. There's none of that. There's none of it.
Probably because her mom does. But probably because her mom is a mom. She's the mom of the house, so she does what moms do.
What goes on in that room goes on in her room. There's no consistent. Oh, I'm doing this chore. I got that. I'm knocking this out. That responsibility of life in managing finances is not there.
Let
me just say this, and I see somebody has a question, but I'll just say this. It's really hard to try to step in 30 days after the fact when this whole human being has been rocking her whole life. And then now you want to set these standards. So you're going to get some pushback, bro. I'm just going to keep it funky with you because that hasn't been the standard. You haven't been maintaining that standard. And again, I know this is radio. We're just talking for 30 seconds.
No, go. You got time. Go.
Well, no, I was going to say nobody really knows the whole scenario, right? But it's from what you're telling me, you just now came up with this after she graduated. And there's been no sense of responsibility, chores, because it's not just the money. Being an adult is more than money. It's can you cook a meal? Do you know how to grocery shop? Do you know how to cook? Right? Because if you don't know how to cook, you're gonna be blowing all your money fast. So it's a whole thing. So I would take a step back. Let's not talk about this anymore on the show because I don't want you to be homeless.
But you charge. So your son is paying you rent though. And he's a young adult.
Well, so my oldest son is no longer living with me right now, right? But I did charge him rent. But he was older than your daughter, and he wanted to be independent. He wanted to do certain things. Now, as men, we want to go out. We want to be able to take our lady out. He can't ask Pop all the time to drive him around and do this and that and help him, run around, spend money and have fun. That's not going to work, and he's always been independent. That's why we clash heads oftentimes too, but that's life. And I also have to allow him grace. Even at 27, 28, sometimes me and my son fall out. But guess what? I'm still his dad. I'm going to be his dad for the rest of my life. And so I never want to create a situation where it's so contentious because I'm on my shit that I now push him away and I lose him to the streets forever. So that's what I got for you.
And I 1000% appreciate that. And everybody has their different way of thinking. I just think sometimes, I won't even say it. I think I will say it. There's a stubbornness with Jay that goes on to, this is the way I believe things should happen. And I promise you, when you think this is the way things should happen in life, they don't happen like that. And every individual is different. Every 3 of my children are different. I can't use the same strategy that at 18, you got to do this and to be responsible. It's all different. It's all different. And I just, I don't have, and Jay made the system where you give $40 aside. I want to repeat. I think that's actually a good idea to have your kids say, okay, I'm going to take $40 from whatever you're making. You have a job. We're going to put it to the side and do whatever. But I can't downgrade bills that the child pay or the young adult pays because I think, well, they get something from that. Well, they get something from every bill they pay. There's not a bill that we don't pay that we don't get something from.
Yeah. I make my kids pay. Well, they think they're paying bills. It's a list. Like I think it amounts to like $12 total out of their little allowance. But I don't pay the bills with it. I put it in their savings. They don't know it's going to the savings account. They think they paying the bills.
Yeah, it's funny. My uncle did the same thing.
Yeah, one day I'll be like,
money.
okay,
he
here
saved
y'all
that
money
for their first down payment on the home.
Yeah.
So what you're doing, Shawnee, is dope.
And I think that's something that I think that, but the only problem that the only obstacle I have with Jay is that you make people feel as if you're the dictator in the situation. And when you do that to people, it's almost like it's the overseer on you're just sitting here willy-nilly in my house. It's not your house. Let me tell every parent right now. It's not your house. You created this home for, like my dad used to be like, you can either leave, it's my house. It's not your house, dude. It's not. This house is our house. If you're a real family, this house is our house when I'm 15, 16, 17, and 18 years old. And when you start pulling that card, like you all in my house willy-nilly. My dad used to do the same thing sometimes. He's like, this is my house. Like, no, it's not. Because when these kids leave, this house is just a bunch of wood. That's all this house is. When everybody leaves, if everybody bounces out and you sit in it, it's just a bunch of wood. So I honestly think that sometimes we got to give young people a little more credit instead of saying you're not doing this, because we don't. I wish we had a videotape of what we were doing at 17 and 18 years old. I wish we all had a videotape of that followed us around at 17 and 18 when we start judging our 17 and 18-year-olds. I wish we had the videotape, a little palm quarter of what we were acting like.
Not a palm quarter.
The little palm quarter to see what we were acting like at 17 and 18.
So you're far behind on a lot of the comments. Way behind.
What is your insight on how to create financial awareness for young adults? Is it just have savings/checking? Should financial goals be involved, or is it just understanding managing money?
I would say all of the above. One thing I'm really a big proponent of is let your kids know how much you spend, right? Let them know what the water bill is, what the cable bill is. Show them an actual bill. A lot of times we shelter money from our children, and I think that's one of the biggest mistakes we make. But I would show it to them all, and then talk to them about what you're doing with your money. Are you saving for retirement? Do you have a savings account? Do you have life insurance? Do you have a will? Like, I believe you should start talking to them about everything, not just about financial goals, but financial life. And there's a difference. There's a whole difference.
So you think you should have like a family meeting and be like, these are the bills. Go back to the last comment real quick so I can get to that. Stephanie said there's no plan. It falls on you as a parent. You have failed her. You cannot expect her just
to get it now. All of a sudden, bam, she got it. Clicks.
Well, I don't know about fail her, but you do the best you can. But do you think a family should have an actual meeting where you go like, these are the bills? Because I've never done that. Like, honestly, like what you're saying right now is like hitting me, because I've never done that. And I feel like people don't understand the stress that I've been under. Like, you just put the bills out there and say, hey, everybody get together. I'm going to show you what dad been paying for.
Just in full transparency, I don't do it that formally, Mike, but I don't have a problem with that either. I stress couples to do that. But however, you just made a great point about, when the kids are there, that's part of the family. Like, they're all in this together. That's why I always say it's not just about the money. It's about how they're helping the overall process of having a home. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with having a meeting like, yo, we got $5,000 a month worth of bills. We might need to cut back some of these cell phones. We might need to cut back some of this cable bill. We got some goals we want to do. We want to go on vacation. We want to retire early, and this is what we're working on. A big part of financial education, understanding, literacy, whatever you want to call it, It's just having the conversations. And a lot of times we're not having the conversations.
And you're absolutely right about that, because just on somebody who is who provides, you want your family to understand what you're doing, but you haven't explained to them what you're doing.
Right.
So you haven't sat there, like, what you just said is amazing, because it's like you haven't sat there and be like, hey guys, we want to go to Disney World. Just simple stuff. We want to go to Disney World. So guess what? This cable bill, we're going to shut this down.
Right.
I do that with my kids. When they start asking, they know how much the rent is. They know everything. I'd be like, look, so what y'all want to let go of?
Yeah.
And that is amazing. You know what's funny? And I always say this, a genius is somebody who's mastered common sense. And sometimes we just lack common sense. Because that's obvious. That's not a aggressive. That's just, let's all sit down and let's all decide what it is that we feel like doing. So everybody wants cell phones. That's cool. But this is what we have to take away.
Right.
Or we have to deduct from it. What are the biggest financial mistakes that people in general make early in the game? And they're in like 2023, like what are the mistakes that you go like, man, if you just would do this?
Oh man, it's a lot. I think a lot of us kind of got bamboozled and going to college early and getting in a lot of student loan debts before we had a real sense of purpose of who we were.
Yeah.
So I would say for me, one of the biggest mistakes I made was going to college early. Not going to college. I'm glad I went to college, but I should have waited. Most children who are 16, 17, 18 years old have no idea what they want to do in life.
Yep.
No idea who they are. And we send them into the situation to get all this debt or spend all this money. Maybe you got college fund already, but they're not mostly, right? And I'm also speaking generally. They're usually not ready to take on that type of decision. I didn't get back to school serious till I was about 24, 25. I had work experience, the whole nine. I had some sense of direction. I graduated late, but guess what? I was also the kid that was in class at the front of the class, asking all the questions, making sure all my professors knew me. Because I said, I'm paying for this. I'm going to get every cent, dollar of value as possible in this transaction. So I think that's one. The other one is,
real quick before you keep going, I want people, when you said I was the person in the front of the class, yes, because I was paying for this class.
Yes.
And sometimes and people go to college young, and for some people, for some cultures, going to college and partying is a good thing, because you don't care about paying back that student loan. But right, understanding that when you're going to college, you have just put money in an investment, and you have to sit at the front of the class because you want payback on your investment. I just wanted to reiterate that, because a lot of people are just joining fraternities, no diss to fraternities, no diss to sororities, but are running around not understanding the debt they're putting themselves into, and they're not making the college pay them back by sitting in the front of that class. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, that's cool, because you brought to another point, right? Now, my dad doesn't own this now, but he absolutely told me this, because he went back to school late in life as well. But he told me, Kamari, if you join a fraternity, I'm not paying for your college. And that always stuck with me. And it wasn't, again, anything anti-fraternity. It was more about being pro-education and run around and do all this stuff. You at least got to be responsible enough to be able to do both. And he probably knew I wasn't going to be able to do both. So he was
That's amazing. That's amazing. And if somebody says that, people will get upset, but you go like, that makes total sense. That makes total, once again, common sense. I know my son.
Yep.
And if you're paying for this education, why are you spending so much time trying to be part of a fraternity when this is my last dime? I got to pay this back.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Wow, that's amazing. Ralphie, what up as a family? We got a few comments real quick, and we have more. Jay, if you got a question, let it. But Carl Wright said, so for me, I never formally got introduced to bills as a teen. I had to learn the hard way on bills, which took some time. But I wish when I asked at 16 to 19, I was shown the bills. Okay. Janet Bush, I have a 19-year-old daughter who's still trying to figure out stuff and had different jobs, but says that's not her. What do I do? I guess that's a question for you. Come on.
Well, that comes to the other point, like some of the stuff we mess up. At the very least, we should be trying to get our children to get a skill. They might not know what they want to do in life, but at least if they have a skill, cutting hair, plumbing, electrician, whatever,
right,
they'll be able to at least make money for all of their life. They always have something to fall back on. Now, I know some folks kind of push back on it, but I know a plumber who's about 25, 26, who takes down about $300,000 a year.
Wow.
So just think about the financial opportunities, the life opportunities, the business opportunities, the travel opportunities that this young man will have if he stewards his money properly going through the years. That's a lot of cake.
That's a lot of cake. Like we sometimes we are so busy on social media and watching Kanye's 6 billion and so-and-so's 1 billion and so-and-so $300,000 a year, people. You're good. Kevin Kersey said you have to teach your child. How about this? $100,000 if you budget it, you're good. $70,000 if you train your lifestyle. It's about how you train your lifestyle. Let me read this real quick, and then I want you to Kamar to say something. You had to teach your child or children financial education and responsibility when they are little. Well, little's a lot, and as they are getting older in stages with knowledge. This is no longer an option. It is priority, especially with minorities where it is not prevalent. Majority of whites, Indian people, Asian, and cultures teach their kids this when they are little, in which it is a huge advantage over other cultures towards building financial stability before they become an adult. Example, 50% of adults do. All right. Kamar.
I think we got to be careful. There are a lot of poor Asian folks, y'all. Everybody into the list. But I get the sentiment, right? And I'm not pushing back on the sentiment. I will say this, though, right? Because, Shawn, I heard you pushing back a little bit about little. Everybody else is teaching your children about money. They're teaching them to be consumers. Why does the Golden Arches, not the Golden Arch, have all the kids wanting to spend their money or their parents' money there? They're teaching them about money.
Yeah, right? You're right. You're right.
With Nike and everything they're doing with Kaepernick and the tennis player. Why can't I think
Naomi?
Well, I wasn't thinking of Naomi, but I was thinking of Serena. They're teaching them to be brand ambassadors for Nike.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So all of these corporations spend billions and billions of dollars to teach us, especially our kids, how to be consumers, how to spend money with them, make them more rich, empower them. And a lot of times we don't spend money with ourselves or with the people in our community. So we got to be real intentional about that.
Can I ask you what is, and if I asked you this earlier, I want to ask you again, what is a simple thing, one simple thing financially that you can do to help you? Just one little thing that you're like, if you just do this.
So, all right, let's do this. Jay, how about you put $50 aside into a savings account for your daughter? Have her match your $50. And by the time she's your age now, she'll be, I won't say $1 million. I got to run the numbers, but she'll be good. She'll be very good.
So like a 401k match, like a 401k.
You got it.
Every week or every other week?
However often she puts it in, match her dollar for dollar.
So match your energy. No.
Yes.
So is there a certain kind of account that you suggest? Because I know is it all savings account, or is there certain accounts that are better than others when it comes to stuff like that?
For right now, start simple. Make it a savings account. Then you can open up a brokerage account for her and start teaching her how to invest. And if you don't know how to invest, y'all can do that together.
I like that. Because she's still managing her finance. Yeah, she's still managing by putting something aside that she can't see for now. Because as a kid, you want to see where's my money going right now. So having her put $40 or $50 aside, and then I match what it needs to be that amount. at a minimum. And then I match that monthly. I like that. I like that.
Well, I'm glad I can help. Because listen, I know it's hard for the men. I know it's hard for the brothers. We was taught like, this is my house. This is my shit.
My rule, do it my way or get out. Yeah.
Right. But what Mike said, the beauty in what Mike said, it is a family, right? And you want to make it inclusive. It's not necessarily a democracy, but it's not necessarily a dictatorship either. You want to make it inclusive. We still got to be the parents. We still got to be the stewards. But in order for them to understand their independence and the power of their independence, you got to include them in the process.
Now, can I make money off the money I'm putting aside?
Well, it's her money, not your money.
Well, you get
yes, you can make money off of it. Yes, but I wanted to be clear.
That is the most amazing asshole shit ever, yo.
No, because there's a way you can make money off money.
No,
so
but if she said that, if she tried to flip it like that, you'd be like, what the fuck?
I would be like, yo, entrepreneurship. I like that.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You
Let's
would
figure
not.
that out.
No, you would not. You would not. And I want to say this: when people say it's not, when you said it's not a dictatorship, it's not a dictatorship because when I tell you, I had to get checked by my mom when my dad tried to run stuff over and be like, "This, I pay everything." So what? So what?
Well, I ain't gonna say so what.
No, I mean so what? Because if you have a wife, if you have a wife, and you got kids,
she's helping them make that home.
When they leave, when they leave and your ass is sitting there, it's so what?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's so what? Like when yes, I'm doing my part, and trust me, I don't feel like I'm appreciated sometimes. But if those 3 kids leave with Stacy, dog, I'm suicidal. Like there's nothing left. Like the lights are on, the bills are paid, and there's nothing left. And you just there. You don't want to be that dude.
But you can't be a punk just because you're scared of that. Then you still got to teach them responsibility, though.
Oh, that's the root cause of it. You think you being punked?
Thank you.
You're not teaching them to manage their finances.
Thank you.
And just run all over you.
But come on,
to
Jay.
what age? No, I mean I get it. His kids are young. They still in school. They're young.
No. But
I'm talking about as that adult, as that 22-year-old still laid up in that house. That's just weird to me. 25. That's weird to me.
But she's not 25. She's 18.
We don't want her to get there. That's how they start off. When you ain't teaching them nothing to 18 turns to 22. 22 turns to 25.
And what if they are still there, Jay? What if she is still there?
Well, what if you're... Let me jump in real quick. If your daughter was going to college and going to med school, would you mind if she was still there? If she was pursuing her dreams to build a business, would you care if she was still there? If she was doing something to help y'all, because y'all might have fell on hard times, would you care if she was still there?
No, she's building her future. No, that's great. I'm supporting her doing her dreams and her goals early on. It's when you're not achieving that, when you're just going to work, you're getting your check. Like I said, you're ordering out, and you're living your best life and nothing to show for it after 2 months. 3 months. It's like, well, what are we doing?
You said 2 or 3 months, Jay Black.
No, I'm just saying 2 months later. What do you have to show
Jay
for
Black,
in your
you
account?
said 2 or 3. My dude,
it's over.
How many years it takes?
Freedom is over. Freedom is over.
Wait a second. Are you a prison, my dude?
No, I ain't no prison. Just freedom is
over.
The
freedom is over?
Sound like it.
Like,
freedom is over.
What are you saying?
You need to have some responsibility. Manage your finances correctly.
You just said the freedom is over.
Yes, the recklessness. I wish I could just take my money and only can do certain things that I want to do and not have any consequences.
What exactly reckless did she did somebody do with their money? What reckless thing happened?
I didn't say she actually did. What I'm saying is to avoid it from happening. So
she's done nothing reckless with her money.
If I say out of $1,000, what did you do with that $1,000? And you can't tell me nothing other than I paid my car insurance. That's a problem.
Hold on, I got a question. Let me jump in, Mike. Jay, how long did it take you to master finances?
No, well, I jumped in the pool early. Like you said earlier, I was 18 when I was stuck with my mama.
Mastered finances.
Oh, I didn't master it, but I had a grasp of it. I knew each month I had to pay. And I probably went out 20. Probably by 20, because when you get that mortgage,
All right, so we went to school at the same exact time.
Yes,
so you graduated around 17, 18. So that means you had at least 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I was on my own. It wasn't living.
But it's still 2 years,
not,
right?
Yeah, I had 2 years. Go ahead.
The learning curve was at least 2 years. So what's your plan to gradually teach her financial responsibility over the next 2 years?
The plan, I like your savings thing. I'm running with that. But the plan was, all right, start with taking $40 to $50 out of your monthly income and putting it to a side. And it shouldn't be this resistance.
But what does she want to do with her life?
It shouldn't be.
But what does she want to do with her life?
She's still figuring that out. But in the meantime, if you getting $1,500 a month, whatever it is you're making, and you have nothing but Chinese food takeout and DoorDash to show for it, that's not happening. It just seems literally it's a problem.
Hey Jay, you master finance, right?
I didn't say I.
No.
No, I have a grasp. I have a grasp for it.
So Jay, let me ask you this question, and I know this is about money, right? But I oftentimes want to focus on the life. So how are you as a parent going to now help her navigate life to get her where she wants to go? Because the money, everything's going to flow from what you do in life, right? Our habits, our skills, all of those are the things that will dictate our financial position. So now what's the plan while you're helping her master her finances to also master life? Because she ain't got no skills. She's going to be living with you forever.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing to obtain it? That's my question all the time. Where do you see yourself going?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
My question was, what are you doing?
You have to have a passion. Once you have a passion, then I can help guide you.
How are you helping her develop this passion? And I'm sorry, y'all.
See, now, I'm going to be honest.
My interviewer is coming out, so I'm sorry.
I see.
No, keep doing your thing, because Jay likes to say you, and never wants to say I. Continue.
No, I will say I check in and check out when I see that I'm getting resistance from both parties. I check out, because if I can't be involved to help guide the process all the way through, yes, it can get frustrating to where, so, all right, y'all got this. Y'all be all right.
So what are her interests right now?
It fluctuates. That's part of
now today.
Right now today, there's literally I hear a trade school today. That's what I hear. But I heard that before, and then it went away. And
what trade?
I don't know the trade, to be honest, because I get frustrated.
Because he gets frustrated, and
because you're not doing nothing.
Once they don't do it the way Jay wants them to do it, Jay when they don't speed up the way Jay wants them to speed up, Jay bounces out. Continue.
Yeah, I do. I check out.
Jay, I'm gonna suggest this. This is your daughter. This is your flesh and blood. I would spend time figuring out what she wants to do. Like, forget the money. Because the money is like, no disrespect to your wife that's in the comments, right? But if you got a chick that all they're interested in is what money you're spending, what you're doing, you're not really going to be clued in and feel like you're someone who's being taken seriously and want to be a part of their life, right? So I would check in on her, figure out what she wants to do, and then you can build a plan around there. Because obviously all parents want their children to be self-sufficient, right? We want them to be independent, but not at the expense of living a real fulfilled life. I'm sure you wouldn't want your daughter to be a doctor that's suicidal after going through residency. I'm assuming that, right? That's a good assumption.
Yeah, keep on.
I asked the question, Jay.
But no, I was started looking at. I veered off a little bit on the comments. Repeat that last part again. My fault.
Obviously, we all want our children to be self-sufficient and independent.
Yes.
I'm sure you wouldn't want your daughter, right? If it's all about money, go to college, go to med school, internships, residency, and then they're like, they want to commit suicide because they're terrible. And in life, they're not happy, right?
Of course not.
So you want them to be happy, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so then that's going to be more about their life skills and what they're able to do and how they process information than it is just money. So that was the point I was trying to get across.
Got it. But we acknowledge money is a factor.
A small one.
Okay.
A small one. But you can do certain things, but
So, go ahead. No, you continue. Go ahead.
A lot of times we put too much emphasis on money because oftentimes, and again, I'm black. I'm sure most of the audience is black, but a lot of times, a lot of us have a scarcity mindset. We think there's only one loaf of bread in the aisle. It's never going to come back again. So we got to scramble and get it. We got to fight over every little thing, and we can't see all the opportunities that are there for us. I know I am not in the majority in that. I'm in the minority in that a lot of times. But when you really study those who are really wealthy, not those who got silver spoons, they figured out that life is not about scarcity. It's more about abundance. It's about how you have your outlook on life. And so you got to think about that.
Now, am I wrong for thinking there's generally excuses being made, and as adults we can't make excuses? We need to figure it out and get it done. Like when I see something like, that being online, can take a lot out of someone. Is that more of an excuse?
You are digging a hole for yourself.
No, I'm just saying in general. No, not just me. I'm just saying in general. Not me in the personal scenario, but do we as adults make excuses for kids?
I'm gonna be honest. I read that comment. I think that comment's real. I've been on lockdown a whole year, and I feel like I'm ready to explode at this point. So I'm 40 plus. I have no idea how that's impacting a 16, 17-year-old. And, children aren't as socialized as I am to be social, right? Or be antisocial, excuse me. I am dying to get out the house. I can only imagine what a 17 or 18-year-old is going through. It's probably not that great, especially with social media and everything else is going on.
And the fact of the matter is, we are so disconnected to what a 17-year-old, 16-year-old, and 18-year-old are going through right now. Whenever I talk to young people, I always say congratulations, because what you're going through, I don't think I could have made it through. I don't think I could handle the pressure of a cell phone being able to remind me how inept I was 24 hours a day. I barely can do it as an adult. But this has been great. We love having you on the show. And how can everybody contact you? If they need any advice from you? Because let me tell you something. I will say this. I don't know if it's your speaking voice. I don't know if it's your tone, but you are literally, when you talk, you're like the voice of God.
What in the world?
Like literally.
No, I get that a lot. No, everybody definitely has to do voiceovers.
Like when not even in voiceovers, yeah, for real. But your temperament is so like level that it's amazing, and it's almost like I almost want to make you. Like when we get this TV show, I want you to do the voice of God. Like when we're acting up, I want your voice to come up and be like, "Now you may shut the fuck up." And we're like, "Yes, the voice of God has spoken." Okay, give them your let them know how they can contact you. Let them know what your expertise is, and because you've been like a therapist, you've been a financial advisor, you've been a social worker for like the last 40 minutes, my dude. Like, you've been a mentor.
No, it's all love. But it's funny you say that, right? I work for an organization called Black Men Hill, which is helping to destigmatize the negative effects of, or the negative stigma of mental health and amongst black men. And one of the founders, her name is Taz, says, "Kamari, you're like my accountress." So I helped them with their money. And I also kind of walked them through scenarios because, again, all this stuff is connected to life.
Yeah.
And since I've been doing it for so long, I've learned that. Also, I was a teenage parent I was a single father at one point, custodial parent at one point. I had to learn good temperament because if not, I probably would have killed my kids. So, right. But yeah, some days I want to blow up too. But yes, you can find me on IG at The Finance Rebel or Kamari Ellis, just Kamari Ellis, Camari. I do a show every Wednesday called Wealthy Wednesdays where I answer all your money questions live. But I try to do it in a way that it actually connects back to life. So, I think sometimes we throw out these scenarios and they don't factor in real life. So I try to bring it back to real life.
We would love if we could set something up. I'm sure Jay Black will talk to you to have you weekly, because honestly, like what the stuff that you're saying is something that I think the audience needs to hear. Financially, and just socially and stuff like that we're talking about all different types of subjects. I want to thank you once again. And Jay Black, make sure you reach out if you're available. Kamari, if you're available, so we can do it.
Let's make it official. We got Kamari every weekly.
Let's do it. We might have to be a little flexible with the times, but we can make it happen. It's been fun, y'all.
Yo, the voice of God says sometimes. It's not going to be every week.
So that's not what I said. I'm talking about the days.
Mike,
the days.
Days. I'm down to do it, though. I'm down to do it.
The voice of God said, don't make my schedule, Mike.
No, man, listen, I got to keep food on the table.
No, I appreciate you.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All right, Kamari, my man Kamari. It's there. All right, allegedly with Sexy Mo is coming up saying, oh, Paul, I'm sending my kids. Paul just came out of nowhere. Paul, I just said he has to go. Okay, Paul said I'm sending my kids to concentration. He said I'm sending my kids to concentration camp, Jay. Where they do work. They work camp Sundays. Paul saying Jay Black is. All right, we're done. We're going to commercial. When we come back, we got Sexy Mo. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. Y'all, it's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. Give me some of the auditions that you went to and you were like, okay, that we don't know about.
One of the ones that I wanted to be in really, really bad was American Gangster. And American Gangster, there was a role in there. I think T.I. ended up getting it. He was one. Yeah, it was one of Denzel's family members. Mm-hmm. And I wanted that role because I was like, I want to be in a movie with Denzel Washington because that's like my idol, right? I was like, yo, that's my guy. I like his pedigree. I like everything that he did with his, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like emulate what I feel he has done with his career, where he's always had integrity. He's always like, you know, feel like he just takes his time and does good projects, you know? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, it'll be an honor to be in a movie with him. I went in there, man, and I put some smoke on that mother. And I knew, you know, I knew I wasn't going to get it. They said, how tall are you, Bill? I said, damn.
So asking questions like that.
What was the problem?
Because it means something.
It means something, yeah.
Because if he's the lead and I'm taller than him,
and you're taller than, you gotta be kidding me right now, Bill.
You might as well go get in the truck, bro. That's why I always hate telling my height, because I'm taller than most people think. See, I'm 6'3", you know what I'm saying? So like I'm sneaky tall. Like, you know, you'd be like, well, B might be 6 feet until you stand up next to me like, yo. So if we in a film together and you're the lead and I'm standing there over you, that's not gonna work. But people don't know that stuff.
Damn.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day. Tight shirts. To the gym or wherever. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah! Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro. Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in. Over Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. We are here. What's today? Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday. Shout to our guest, Kamari, who did a great job. The voice of God. That is his nickname now. The voice of
voice was
God.
So soothing and really relaxing.
And yeah, I guess it is relaxing. Yeah, it is. I think we did a good job. And all right, Sexy Mo, let's get to it. Allegedly, what is alleged? Oh, that's the intro. That's the that Sexy Mo. What is alleged? Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Well, sticks and stones may break my bones, but dicks will never hurt me, Michael Shawn. Or at least that's the theme for the week.
Okay.
All I see is penis, and more penis. Yesterday, I told you I reported on, not Little Nas X video with all of the penises blurred out and going around. Well, the baby is caught up in Dickgate right now, and it appears that his fans are ready to cancel him. He made a lot of homophobic slurs on stage at the Rolling Out Loud concert.
Yeah, we're not homophobic.
And at one point he said, basically, where are all my guys out in the parking lot who not sucking D.
So what?
And so he
what
said,
was wrong? What was wrong with that?
Then he said, where are all my people at that don't got HIV, don't got this, don't. So he just started making a lot of comments that people took offense to and felt like he was taking a stab at the gay community or the homosexual community.
Every person who has hosted a club has said, if you are HIV free, make some noise. I don't. If you're not, he said, if you're not sucking D's in the parking lot, put yourself.
Put your cell phone light up.
So if he would have said, if you're not a deadbeat dad, put your cell phones up. So if he would have said you're not a deadbeat dad, and they were deadbeat dads in the audience, would that have been offensive then too to the deadbeat dads?
Leah has spoken, Mike. You better be careful. Leah said it's ignorant of him. So if Leah be having points. I was going another direction, but
I'm asking you, Leah. If I asked you if you're HIV free, put your hands up. What is wrong with that? If you don't have any sexually transmitted diseases, that should be so. So what you're saying is, if I say, if you have a job, put your cell phones in the air. Is that offensive to the people who don't have a job?
Mike, what they're saying is because he sandwiched it, pause. Because he played it with the not doing this, not have HIV. He's putting it all together as if all gays have HIV. That's what they are trying to say.
But this is my thing. When gay people take credit for everything, HIV isn't a gay disease.
Well, T.I. has come to his defense and has spoken out. T.I. doesn't speak out on everybody's beef or problems, but he spoke out on this, and he said that, hey, ain't nothing in the world gonna make me hate nobody just because of something they do differently in the bedroom. He said, ain't none of my business, zero. I don't got a damn thing to do with what you're doing in the bedroom. He said, but I have a lot of respect for people like Little Nas X and Frank Ocean, like people who step out there and live in their truth. Now, T.I. goes on to say, they live in honesty and they're honest with themselves. He said, a lot of people out there, you're hiding your truth. So, he came out trying to support the baby and trying to support, the fact that the baby is out here now, not recanting what he says, but just taking a stance on what he said, and basically said, my friends who are gay are not HIV positive. They do not have AIDS, and so forth. And just really just telling his fans and people who were at the concert that they're taking it out of context.
It wasn't, and Leah, I watched the entire video. It wasn't directed towards gay people. It was something that we have all said. If you were HIV free, make some noise in a positive, I know it's an oxymoron, in a positive way. He was saying if you don't have any STDs, make some noise. STDs aren't for just gay people. Like, if y'all watch the video, I have said the same exact things, except if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot, I ain't say that. But my thing was like, if you were HIV free, make some noise. That was it.
And then in the baby's response, Mike, he said it was a gay guy with a crop top on right in the front row, and we were rocking. He was singing all the words. It was like I got gay friends. It was like,
so he painted it. He painted the context to the comment. He painted it to give us more to give us a better visual.
But my thing is like, if you don't have any STDs, put your cell phones up. How does that go to gay people?
So many are saying that he's speaking to the stereotype that society has put on us in regards to, hey, again, like you said, gay people does not equate to HIV positive people.
How about this other comment he said? He said, women, your vagina tastes like water. Put your cell phones up. Y'all forgot that part he said? Was that gay? Like water. That means you got the freshest vagina in the world.
Clean, son. You clean. That's that springness.
It's like the sensitive. That's not. If you watch the video, the entire video, I have said people I know. I don't want to. Hollywood Baby, who works in K104. Every time he hosted a show for me, if you HIV free, make some noise. That wasn't gay. That was for everybody. That was for everybody. Like, yeah, I am. So now what I'm saying is that, so if I mention something, if I say, all my ladies with a job, make some noise. Does that mean the ladies without a job get offended?
So you going when it's too sensitive. The coach is the whole, everything is so sensitive now. But if they feel the certain way, I know we having a guest on, I believe Thursday. And actually we got a couple guests related, similar to the Lil Nas X and this gay topic. So it'll be
and thank you to Shawnee for making that happen. Thank you for Shawnee for making that happen. So we can have this open conversation.
Open dialogue.
So we don't have to like he's not like, I swear, like, okay, the one thing that everybody gets upset about is if you're not sucking D in a parking lot, make some noise. So if you're not, the mistake he made was saying, dudes, and this was to the dudes who front that they're not gay. In my opinion, it was like, if you're not sucking D in the parking lot, make some noise. Now, I understand why people got upset when he was like, yeah, because some of y'all suspect. But my thing is like, okay, for those cats who either say they're gay or not gay, now that one, I understand. The sexually transmitted diseases and all that other stuff, I do not. That is not a gay thing. Herpes is not a gay thing. That is not none of that. Hepatitis C is not a gay thing. That's not a gay thing.
As long as we don't lose Leah Frazier as a friend, that's all I know.
No, Leah knows. No. We love Leah. Already knows.
Leah, we love you. Don't let Mike run you off, Leah.
Yeah. No, Leah has a mind of her own, and she has a spinal cord, and she's strong, and Leah knows exactly what I mean. She may not agree with what I'm saying, but she knows exactly that my heart. How about that? My heart.
Freedom of speech. Oh, here we go. The freedom of speech.
No, freedom of speech is done, y'all. Freedom of speech is done.
We live in a society where now it's responsible speech. We have to watch and be very intentional about everything that we say, or cancel culture. That's what we go to.
It's not even responsible speech. It's what I like or don't like speech. If you don't like it, you get enough people. And shout to T.I. And let me.
I'm sorry. Let me breathe for a second. She loves.
No, I love Leah.
I thought we lost Leah. I'm like, no, not another friend gone.
I just think if you watch the baby's concert in its full context, it's a hip hop rapper saying this stuff that normally gets said all the time. But once again, it was said in a massive audience where now everybody gets to critique it, and you go like, oh, everything gets taken the way it wants to get. No matter what you say, y'all. No matter what you say. If you say it in front of 100,000 people, which means 100 million people are watching on social media, anything we say right now can be taken as offensive, no matter what it is. No matter what it is.
True. That's true. Somebody can be offended.
I mean, I call my house autism funny, right? And somebody got super offended that I said that. And I'm like, but I actually
There's nothing funny about being autistic.
Right? And I'm like,
nothing funny, Mo. You can't
I'm like, pause. I live this like every day in, day out, and that's what I said, and people were offended by it.
Oh, I'll give you not even one better, but on that level. I told a joke about me, my dysfunction. And at a comedy show, somebody said, yeah, it was about you, but what if somebody's going through the same thing you're going through?
Well, what
the fuck do you want?
You can't even talk about your own experience.
I'm killing me. Like I'm destroying me. Like I'm saying I'm an ass. I'm saying I'm dark and dysfunctional. And they're like, well, what if somebody's going through what you're going through? Well, their name's not Michael. So they can't be going through the exact same thing. But what do you want me to do? If I'm saying I was a dickhead for doing this, and I was like, I was disrespectful. I was a liar. I was this and that. And then somebody says, but what do you think the person feels like that was also a liar? Wait, what?
Maybe you should talk about your lying ass too. I mean,
I don't even know at that point.
You can't talk about yourself.
Can't talk about yourself.
No, Sky. No, man. The Constitution should work for all. In theory, Sky, it should work for all. But that's not how it works nowadays.
People, I'm telling you right now, we are on the verge of being robots. I'm telling you, we are losing every right to say what we want to say. And listen, I get it. But I'm not yelling fire in a movie theater. I'm just saying what I feel. Like Kanye might have said that somebody can think something and realize they can't say it because if they say it, they'll be fired. So what country are we living in then? I have no idea.
I'm like, when we have to go around with a scripted version of our lives to make other people feel more comfortable, what does that say about the lives that we lead?
Right.
Then Janet said, then they know they're not alone, Michael
Shawn. They're not alone. You're in the same boat as them. Maybe it inspired them, but I guess what he's saying, it cuts them in a spiral. But yeah.
Or maybe they're not living in their truth. And so, truth hurts. Maybe they're not living it. Maybe they're not to the point where you are, where you can say, hey, this is who I am. I'm an open book. This is what my experience looked like. And I'm laughing at it because it was such a mess.
Good point, Sky. Good point. Donald Trump never.
No, that's not a good point. That's not a good point.
Well, she said he never censored himself. He wasn't worried about.
He never censored himself, but he got censored. And this is my problem. Intellectually, this country is dead because we can't take it. Let me tell you something. If Malcolm X and Martin Luther King had been on Twitter, they would have been banned.
Say it one more time. You said Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were on Twitter. Let's say Twitter was around when they were doing their thing. They would have been banned. They would have been banned. They would have been taken off of Twitter, Instagram, and all social media for saying what they were saying against it. I'm not scared of what you're saying. What I'm saying is that this country's intellect, we are so dumb that we cannot handle opposite opinions. And my thing is like, when you can't handle opposite opinion, listen, it is what it is. The world there's been racism in this country since its inception, and we're still mad at the N-word, and we should be. But my thing is, don't censor me because I want to respond back to the person saying that. And I don't want to be censored. And Louis Farrakhan
for a while. Well, speaking of Donald Trump, Michael Shawn, and I'm not going to stay on the Mr. Orange Man too long, but he had some comments about LeBron James. So apparently they were talking about transgender people and women. And so Donald Trump said, well, what if somebody asked him the question of, well, what if LeBron James was a female and played basketball? He basically said, don't talk to me about LeBron James. I wouldn't want LeBron James. And basically saying that the ratings have gone up since LeBron James lost and didn't participate.
You're always making up so good.
So I had to make you laugh there because he's always putting his spin on the things that he says. And although he's not censored, in regular media, thank goodness he's censored. There's some type of cap on social media to where he can't put these messages out there anymore.
But my thing is, like, intellectually, once again, what he said was not wrong.
The ratings went up when LeBron lost?
Yes. The ratings for the NBA Finals this year for the first game went up 13%.
He said, did you see the ratings?
LeBron lost well before that.
No, LeBron lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, so you said as soon as LeBron was knocked out of the playoffs, that's when the ratings shot up. Come on.
Okay, once again, we're so passionate about Donald Trump that we don't want to listen. The ratings for the NBA playoffs went 13% up this year. Now, here goes intellectually. Why? Because they were in a bubble. We were going through COVID. We were going through the trauma of Biden and Trump. We were also going through, and we have to understand, of white people watching an NBA court saying Black Lives Matter. We were also going through a culture where the white people were watching Black people stand up for themselves. So yes, that has something to do with the ratings. That's why the ratings went down last year. So when somebody says something like that, I want them to be able to say it. But let's be able to actually have a conversation on why the ratings were down last year and why the ratings are up this year. Why? Because people were in a better mood. There's not a presidential election. Every time there's a presidential election, sports is affected. Sports ratings are always affected when a presidential election. Why? Because the country is then divided. So now we're back out in these streets. Now we're back out being ourselves again. Now we're back out watching stuff. Now we're back into like COVID. Unfortunately, COVID, we know the Delta's coming back, but people are out. They're out. They're feeling better about themselves. Unfortunately, Black Lives Matter is not in the front page of everything. It's not the first thing on CNN because, CNN and MSNBC and Fox, they rock with it for a minute until they get another video of another Black guy dying. But they're not messing with it right now. Everything is make-believe happy again right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the ratings pop up, because we're back to make-believe happy. So what I'm saying is what Donald Trump said was not a lie.
Yeah. This time.
It was factual.
Compared. It depends on what his metrics. What was his metrics? What was his measuring? Okay.
And I'm not a Donald Trump fan. I'll give you another thing. Everything that happened to the Mexican kids at the border are still happening right now. Under Joe Biden. Still happening. It's just the narrative that gets pushed by these TV networks. There are no cameras down there anymore. The half a wall that he built is still there. And there's still people coming in the border and going out the border and coming in the border. But they don't want to show us now because it's not a story.
Yeah, I did see when Donald Trump said, he admitted that, when something's against me and not good, I say it's bad and it's horrible. When something is positive, I say I like it and that's the truth and follow. He said, he admitted it that, he basically full of it. If something against me, I'm going to tell you he's wrong and that's not true. But if it's for me, I'm going to say, yep, that's right.
But my thing is this is the thing. And oh my God, you could take this clip and we can have it right here. The enormous thing about Donald Trump is what he said in that statement is what every politician does. He admitted that he does. That's what every politician does. If it's in my favor, I say it's great. If it's not in my favor, I say it's fake.
Fake news.
Duh.
Fake news.
It's fake news.
That's why I say it's fake news. Wow, okay, Trump.
No, Donald Trump just mastered a genius is somebody's mastered common sense. If it's against me, it's fake. If it's for me, I cheer. Name me one politician who's ever admitted to the fact of what they do every day. He just admitted that he was like, this is what we do. This is what I do personally.
If I shoot somebody outside of Times Square, I'm still gonna get a vote. Like he's saying what it is.
When did Obama ever say, if somebody says something negative about me, I just no, but that's what they do. They just defend it. They go like, oh no, that's wrong. Oh, sometimes man, I hate to think about when I'm 75 years old and we all look back on this and we go like, oh shit, we was wrong. Oh shit. He really, I'm not saying Donald Trump is a moral person. He's a horrible person. But sometimes he says stuff that is so
you like his rawness. You like his realness to just
I like his honesty. I like him being honest about being dishonest. I want you to rewind that. I like him being honest about being dishonest. That's like me telling a chick, if you catch me cheating, I'm going to lie about it. Ain't that the facts? If you catch me cheating, I'm going to lie about it.
That's interesting. I get you though.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Mo. Go ahead. Next one.
Well, keeping in line with Dickgate, R. Kelly, I told you that they're adding on more charges to this man's case, saying that he had underage boys. Well, his attorneys are speaking out and they're saying that, look, this is just another ploy to add on and pile on to the case so that he can be tried in the public eye before this case really gets going. Or the trial gets going. And, of course, they're basically saying, hey, no, he used his producing and his fame to seduce these young boys into a lifestyle, because one of the boys is claiming that, R. Kelly said, hey, what would you do to get into this music industry? What would you do to make it in the music industry? So now more dialogue is coming out about how these young boys got to be involved in this case. And so the judge is taking it very serious enough to allow them to add them to the new case.
Shawnee says something so crazy yesterday that was so factual, that was so like, she was like, I was like, does this change how you think about R. Kelly? She's like, why should it? They should have the same fever or same energy just off what he did to the girls. So now they bring up the boys. They're bringing the boys up so they can be like, look what else he did, guys. This is really dirty. What? What are you trying to add? Why we? Oh, the boys. Oh, the gay thing. You talk about something being homophobic. This is the homophobic world. Hey, look how disgusting this was. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'll tell sticking with the theme, but we're going to take the dicks out of it and switch over to the other side. Of course, Cardi B, who was very, very vocal about her sexuality and flaunting her sexuality. She says that she wants to be off of the new song with Normani. She's saying, the Wild Side video, it had a nice buzz when it first came out, but it quickly fizzled. And so she's saying, listen, the fans, everybody who was on social media complaining about it is who made it flop. And she wants Normani to go in the studio and make cut another version without her.
You got paid. Go ahead.
And
is that the one where she's kissing the girl in the video?
Yes. And so, Cardi is up in arms about it. She's like, I made that, you guys made that song Tank. It was a hit. It was doing well, but you guys, all had something to say about the whole sexuality, her kissing a girl, it being over the top in terms of sexuality. And so she's like, look, take me off of it, go on a studio, make another version and leave me out of it. I don't even want to be on a song no more. But Cardi, that's not how it works.
Too late.
Baby.
You already
too late.
There.
It's out.
Yeah, we done bought the downloads and all that.
I just hope that Cardi B is seeing the light on how you're being used and how it's not worth it. You've got this money. I just hope. I'm seeing the glass half full. How you got pimped to hug on a girl, to have her breast on you, and to be all in her face, knowing that you have a husband and a kid.
But that might be what Cardi's used to. I mean, she was in the strip club strong.
She's been out the strip club for a long time now.
I understand, but the behavior might not have been too odd to her when when it was presented to her. And even with all the money she got, she still got to pay the record company back. So she's gonna have to give out some of that money back.
No, but that's not her. That's not her song. Old girl got to pay the record company back for the song.
No, I'm talking about her career. Like if she would become a mature. I mean, I don't think Cardi B is ever going. As long as she stays in the music industry, she's not going to be able to mature and evolve. If she wants to be successful, like she gonna have to stay in that lane right there.
No, that's not. But that's not true because her record company is already recouped double. That's not, and that's my thing. That's not true. Like now you have the power. Your Instagram followers are 50 million deep. This is not 1995 where the record company controls you. You have the platform right now where you can go directly to your consumers and sell what you want to sell.
Yeah, but has she finished her debt with the record company?
There's no way she has. Well, I shouldn't say no way. All I'm saying is
got another, because what was that deal? She did a writing deal with them too, and she got another big check.
Let's check Cardi. Obviously, this isn't 1,000% accurate. Let's say where she's at right now, net worth.
80
million?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Oh.
Right now, 2021, $24 million. She's estimated at. Which means, and her Instagram followers, TikTok followers, and all that other stuff. I'm just hoping that now she realized how y'all getting played. Kiss this girl for what?
Yeah, she got 102 million followers.
What do we like? Instagram alone, like
102 million followers.
Like, think about this. Like, why are you pimping yourself? Now you're like, take me off the song. I'm just hoping. I had this glimmer of hope that she's realizing when she turned her song on when her daughter came in, and then she's realizing, why am I doing this anymore? Why am I kissing chicks I don't really feel like kissing them?
Yeah, she got another baby on the way.
Yeah. And I hope Megan Thee Stallion gets the same. Stop letting them use you. Lil Nas X, stop letting them use you. Like, I don't care if you're gay. Be gay. Be in a happy, healthy. But I mean, be in a happy, healthy relationship. Stop pimping yourself out where all these penises are in you. That's just as bad as Cardi doing the same thing. Like, be in a healthy situation that you really want to do. They're sitting you as a puppet because, Lil Nas X has not recouped his money on his record deal. Sky pimping, put that back up real quick. Sky pimping herself is how you get entertainment money. Yeah, but then when you get to a certain point, you go like, okay, I'm financially free. Goodbye. Trust me, I'd pimp myself. Trust me, I would. And I'd have money. I'd be like, when I get here, I'm gone. It's 9 o'clock. You want another one? You got another one in you? I can't believe what I was about to say. I'm not even gonna say it.
You want another? You can take two.
I ain't had none in me in a minute, but Michael,
and trust me, if it did happen, I would not be asking yet. You want another one? There's no another one.
I think I need to choose better friends though, because Myth Bleak, got a $200,000 chain from Jay-Z for his, of course, celebrating the 25th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. And the note said, Bleak, I always got you. Thanks for everything. Love, Jay. And I just want to know, in my friendship, how many years we've been friends? Yeah. I ain't never got
20 plus.
I'm just asking. Because I ain't never got nothing like that.
Mike Shawn?
You what?
I said $200,000. He got him a $200,000 Rockefeller chain.
Let's put this all in perspective on how much money Jay-Z has. The drinks that I done spent and paid for you and Jay Black, you got the audacity on the salary that I was making? On the salary that I was making, you trying to downgrade?
I didn't even get no Alex the jeweler earrings. I could get no studs.
No. First of all, you was getting Alex the jeweler jewelry from a lot of other circumstances. And that was not. But let me tell you, on the days, dog, I have had $500 tabs at Delilah's, and y'all was there.
Yes.
No, you're not getting a $250,000. Not yet.
Not yet. Thank you. There's hope.
Not yet.
Yeah, Kevin Hart got his team cars and
not yet.
Hold on to that
chains. Not Mike. Mike said, y'all get some drinks at the
Not Mike.
I just want to take over Legend chain, something like that. Commemorate 25 years of friendship.
20 plus years. That's
crazy. Just want a handwritten note to say, Mo, I got you forever.
Mike,
I got your handwritten.
Forever.
I just mailed your handwritten note. It's in the mail right now. I just mailed your handwritten. I got you forever. Oh, you ungrateful bastard.
He did say on a record that as long as he was around, Meek was always going to be. He was going to Memphis was always going to be a millionaire.
Okay, let me tell you what I'm not ever gonna tell y'all.
That's not phone, Jay?
Yeah, no, it was vibrating on the
Oh yeah, that was a hard vibrate.
No, that's his wife sent him a text like a punch.
Actually, she did send me a text. She got a second vaccine shot. She was letting me know she got the card.
Oh, good for her. I mean, we're all gonna die in like 10 years from it, but it's all good. I mean, at least we'll all die together. All right, we're done. This has been good. I need my chain too, Mike. Sky, let me tell you. First of all, they not getting a chain.
TOL.
I just want a small one or a TOL.
Yeah, you can get the little ones now. You can get me and Mo one. The little ones that they selling now, they not that much. Your pockets can handle that.
Bing.
Watch how little this shit gonna be. Watch. Wow. As long as y'all said little. I'm gonna get you little ass tattoos on the top of your by your neck area. Hey, y'all gotta be kidding me. Whatever. All right.
It's all good.
We will have TOL chains. Let's manifest it. Takeover Legend chains. Let's manifest it. Takeover Legend chains.
Takeover Legend chains.
Mine just came in the mail. I forgot all about it.
Well, it'll be a TOL, and the TOL.
I need a TOL.
But it won't be straight across. It'll be like T and then the O and then the L, kind of like diagonal. I'm picturing this in my head for the ladies, and then for the guys, we have to have a different one. Yeah, or maybe we can just get tattoos, so I ain't got to spend that much money. Goddamn, that's a lot.
Tattoos for everybody. You get a tattoo. You get a tattoo. You get a tattoo. Oh, you get a tattoo.
Can you imagine if we would have all got Takeover Legend tattoos, and then Cam would have left?
Okay, well, it's been a good show.
Wow, look at the time.
It's been a great show. Time, people. Look at the time. Look at the time.
Look, can you imagine?
He always got jokes. He's joking. He's always joking.
Time.
Have you seen
I should have made everybody get Takeover Legend tattoos.
Have you seen him?
I should be like, I got love. I got super love. I just
always jokes. It's all jokey jokes.
It is. We're done. It's been good. Who we got tomorrow? We got more guests, right?
We got a therapist, right, Shiny?
Mm-hmm.
So when we were talking about Richard Sherman and him wilding out and the ex and the the fight in domestic violence about women. Yeah. How do they get through that? How do they fight through that? The next steps for women going being abused, physical abuse, mental abuse, all that type stuff. So Shani actually has a guest that she's aware of and a relative that can help speak to those challenges and help females get through certain aspects. I guess, or males, right? I guess abuse is abuse.
Yeah,
right?
It's not just female.
And that it's not. Then Wednesday, then Thursday we got the
Coy and the gay married couple that are raising 2 kids.
So what do we call Coy? Because I want to be politically correct. Is he
Coy, he's a man.
Trans? So he's a man. He's a trans. Is it dresser or cross? Nothing. Okay.
He's a gay man, and and sometimes he might want to dress like a woman. Sometimes he doesn't, but he doesn't identify as.
Yes, and he's open to talk about that because it's like when I hear it, I'm thinking about transgender. I don't want to be disrespectful. Look, here we go. Let me just be quiet.
He'll explain it. You can ask him tomorrow, and he'll.
And if you dress like a girl, you dress like a female, and you got people believing you're a female.
So sexuality and gender identity is 2 different things.
Some education is gonna happen on Thursday.
Yeah,
I don't know how much I'm gonna participate because I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, but you need to engage in the conversation because you need to abreast yourself and apprise yourself on what goes on in the world now.
Yeah, you can ask Coy any question. Coy doesn't get offended. He knows how to handle himself. He knows how to answer the questions.
And by the way, he's beautiful.
Both ways.
Both ways. I just want to put that out there. Beautiful. Just a beautiful, aesthetically beautiful looking individual.
I'm just gonna let that linger because No, just let it pause for a second.
He is. I mean, you can't deny it. If you saw him as a woman,
it tricked me at first when I first saw him.
You would be like, damn,
that's beautiful. That's a girl. I said, well, those cheekbones a little masculine. Then I said, wait, it put me off guard too. But I was like, oh wow, that's okay. But I don't know. Like that's weird. That's weird.
Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. Don't let anybody steal your happiness. It's going to be great shows this week, y'all. It's going to be great. Shut up, Leah. I don't mean that.
I love Leah. Leah is like the silent antagonist. I love it.
Leah's an absolute great friend. Don't let anybody steal your happiness. You fight for everything else. You might as well fight for that. It's Michael Shawn and Takeover Legends. We will see you tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.